first time in like 5 years, and it's the therapy.
Okay, folks, let's get into it.
We're gonna have to slap the dirty little Jap, and Uncle Sam's the guy who can do
They've been covering up for flamenco. This whole 8-hour stream was a cover-up. And I have to explain, because some of the A-logs, some of the Redditors watching this, you might not get it. They're putting on a terrible, boring show. They were covering the news, which they never ever do. Just to put the flamenco shit at the 8.5-hour mark so they can hide it up. They want to sweep this shit. Of course they're going to disavow him because it's impossible to avow this pedophile, but you can do an 8-hour show that nobody's going to watch.
But when somebody goes to stomping on his toes, they better guard their nose or they'll regret it. We're gonna have to slap the dirty
Little Jap, and Uncle Sam's the man who can do it.
The Japs and all their hooey will be changed into chop suey, and the rising sun will set when we get through it. Their alibi for fighting is to save their face, for ancestors waiting in celestial space. We'll take their precious face down to the other place. We gotta slap the dirty little
Jap.
We're gonna have
To slap the dirty little Jap, and Uncle Sam's the man who can do it.
I wouldn't fool you, mister. He can raise an awful blister, and somebody's pants will burn before we're through it. We'll reach across.
You're damn right, Tardsky. We're gonna set your fucking pants on fire, faggot. And that's only the beginning of it, motherfucker.
Do it with a snap. We gotta slap a dirty little Jap. Uncle Sam is mild, as peaceful as a child, but never get him riled or you will rue it. So now they want to fight. Well, they bit off quite a bite, and Uncle Sam is going to make them chew it. We're going to have to slap the dirty little
Jap, and Uncle Sam's the man who can do it.
Cause it really is a feature when he starts to be a teacher. We can show you several pupils who've been through it. Uncle Sam believes in the golden rule, but when he's double-crossed, he's got to kick like a mule. We're warning Hitler's too, but Sam's a fighting fool. We gotta slap the dirty little Jap.
Okay, folks, so what I'm going to do, so this is an 8-hour stream, I'm going to put it on 1.5x, and I'm going to go roughly along with the timestamps. Of course, now, if something is more entertaining beyond the limits of that timestamp, I'll sit through it. I'm expecting this to be about a 2-hour show. I would never force the good people here to listen to 8 whole hours of Tardsky. Let's see. I think we should get right into this meat of it. Let's go with Beardson Jr. Well, they're alleging Beansoy has aborted his child or something. We're going to have to see what these faggots say about it. You going to speak up there? Is it paused?
Very exciting, but off the top, Andy, it was revealed by Beardson Beardley's former best friend on Kiwi Farms.
What former best friend? Is there even any evidence of that? I haven't been following the AF Cows much because PPP has been such a fad.
Beardson working at Shake Shack, Beardson in the past, stuff like this.
So he's just stabbing his old buddy in the back for no reason. I hate Beardson. Everybody does, but it's gay. It's really fucking gay to be somebody's best friend and go on a gossip forum, a website about making fun of retards on the internet to brag about being somebody's best friend IRL. That's gay shit. This needs to be slowed down, folks.
Beardson, shut it down. Beardson Beardley had an abortion, folks. So this means both of Nicholas J. Fuentes' right-hand men, both the junkyard dog of Ethan Ralph.
He is the junkyard dog, though. He's fucking winning. He's a fucking shad right now.
To the movement, the attack dogs of the movement are attack dogs on their own children. Killed their own children viciously.
I don't understand why they're attacking all these people for having abortions when Andy Worski is a shameless child killer. It's just a way to appease him and to try to detract the lowest IQ, lowest common denominator of the audience into thinking that Tardsky did nothing wrong and that it's socially acceptable in this sector and in the country and world as a whole to kill your child upon the altar of convenience. That's what they're doing here. They're
about
trying to
killing the
normalize it.
child.
It's just like
So
with
as much as they want to give
Flamenco
him
being a
shit for
pedophile.
publicly
He wants to
bragging about
normalize
his
it and make it
child,
acceptable.
Beardson Beardsley, the right hand of Nicholas J. Fuentes, killed his child and bragged about it at a music event.
And Andy Worski
It's
killed his
disgusting.
child and bragged
It's
about it on his
shameful.
fucking
It seems
show.
everybody in the sector other than me has had an abortion. Maybe that's because they're getting laid and I'm not, folks. But they're all killing their children. This is supposed to be the right way now, where things are safe.
Oh, and now
and
Tarnsky,
righteous.
he's
But
so fucking
unfortunately, we're living in
egotistical. He can't even
disgusting
take it when
time
PPP
where our
makes fun
supposed idols are
of their
actually
so-called
false
enemies.
idols that
He's
need
going to
be
have to
torn
run the
down.
fence for
These
his
disgraceful
terrible actions
abominations
here.
of desolation, sacrificing their own children to Moloch on an altar of convenience. And they must repent. They must repent
No,
for
none
their
of you have
transgressions,
repented.
folks.
There's no repentance in the Kino Casino.
That's right.
Andy says, "Oh, I have to repent. Oh, I have to repent." So he knows what he did was wrong. He even admitted previously that it was murder, and he did it anyway. He knows what he's doing is sinful and disgusting, and that it is a killing. And he says, "Oh, I should repent at some point." He knows what he's doing is evil, and he keeps doing it nonstop. It's not like if you're a fucking teenager, you're smoking weed or drinking, and you repent of something like that. That's nothing. You're killing a child as a 40-year-old man, and you think nothing of that.
The last 4 days, we've been repenting.
You haven't been. You've just taken
We're
time
repenting.
off
Yeah,
to
we actually
fucking
skipped the red
mess with
back
your
before
e-girls
the repent.
and pretend to go to the gym.
That's what we did. So with that being
Bull
said,
fucking
what we're
shit.
going to do
This
right
is
now,
fucking worse than I thought,
as
folks.
you know,
They can't even just be hypocrites about speaking. They have to fucking lie about their faith. They have to lie about what they're doing in regards to religion and worship and fellowship. They can't just tell the fucking truth. They can't just mind their own business or not bring these things up. It is fucked, buddy. How are you doing?
In the name of convenience, in the name of personal convenience, abdicating all responsibility, they slaughtered children.
It's so
and
fucked.
it's a disgrace. But folks, let's all gather together and pray for the soul of Beardson Jr.
No, now they're.
we have to hold.
Oh my god! I usually don't pause. I usually talk over the videos. I don't need to dox my sausage fingers here, folks. But this faggot, he's doing a prayer funded by the super chatters for Beardson's dead child. But he's sweeping it up for Andy Worski's own dead child. They ban people in your chat for so much as mentioning it, folks. I feel like I'm going to start repeating myself if I don't hit play again. But these are swine. They're scum.
Jr. is bullying Beardson Jr. in aborted baby heaven. We have to hope, that by the soul of Beardson Jr. Anyway, everyone, please.
The excuse of, if I kill somebody, it isn't a big deal because if there isn't, they'll go to heaven. That's fucking stupid unless it's like a fucking death penalty case or somebody got hit in a bombing run or some shit like that. It's not an excuse to kill children. I couldn't just walk up and shoot my mother right now and say, she'll go to heaven.
That you save the soul of Beardson Jr.
That's something you can tell yourself as a soldier and executioner if there was collateral damage.
For him in life, that you might comfort his soul, that he might cling to you.
Andy Worski pretending to fucking pray like that. The most dramatic, fucking insulting bullshit. Nobody. He's a fucking Pharisee. He's swine. No, I don't even want to insult the Pharisees. At least the Pharisees had some fucking sort of value and social clout in their society. These scum.
Against one of your little ones, Father. And we pray for this sick society that allows this, Father.
You encourage this sick society, and if you so much as make jokes about this very same sick society of casual sex, killing children, black people, fucking anything, Andy Worski fucking, wait, Ashton, I get pussy, I fuck women, it's okay, let's go. Fuck yourself.
Whoa, it's the Kino
Cathedral. We're trying to make it a better place. I'm trying to be a better person.
You're not.
We're trying to clean up.
You have the most NPC fucking version of what a better person is. Just going to a gym and pretending you're changing your life doesn't make you a better person. Talking to PPP because he says he's a Christian doesn't make you a Christian.
It is depraved and disgusting. And Nicholas J. Fuentes should disavow Beardson as I've disavowed Andy's
You
behavior.
didn't disavow
I
him.
think
You
he
do
was
a show
wrong.
with him every
Wrong
single
then,
day.
wrong now.
You take his money.
And it's time
If
to
you
stand up for
disavowed
what's
him,
right.
you would kick
There's
him
a
off the
company
show.
for
And you
fuck-ups
would put
like
Godwinson or Leo
Leo
Pirate or Anal Vape on the fucking show right now as his replacement immediately.
Retards associated with your political movement. How long, oh Nicholas, how long? Until you turn from your evil ways and try and do what's right.
How long
We know
until we
Nick
put a
doesn't
bullet
attend
in Andy
church. We know he
Worski's
never
fucking
attends
head?
mass. We know he's never read the Bible because he tells us this stuff openly. So he doesn't.
And you
care.
left your
It's all
fucking
just a
Bible
performative show.
at
It's all just a
Surfer's
fucking
house.
grift.
At
It's
fucking
all just
Surfer's
fucking
house
flat out
so you can
disgusting,
grift
to be
money
perfectly honest
easier.
with you. But this is the state of their movement, and it's the state of the dissident right in general. How many of them are so fallen, including me? And people look up to it as false idols and bow down to it as
Oh, you're saying, oh, including me. It's this fake humbleness.
That's all
This
I really
bullshit.
have to say on that. Hopefully Nicholas sees the light and disavows, but the thing
He
is,
has no
this
way
target
to
is
feign
targeted
being humble
by his
here.
pride,
He's not some
where he'll
idiot
never
yelling
admit
into his
that one of his
camera.
people did anything
He
wrong.
has this
He
fucking
tries to say it's
1480p camera. He's
But
screaming.
you
He's
can't have
passing all
loyalty,
these
you can't
judgments
have
about
loyalty
people's
to
weight and how
dishonor,
they
you
conduct
can't have
themselves
loyalty
socially
to scum.
from the
That's
fattest,
just the
most
bottom line.
autistic fucker
You know,
in the fucking
Jesus
sector.
says, if you love me, do my commandments. You know, he dined with tax collectors and prostitutes to get them to turn from their ways. But if they didn't turn from their ways,
But Andy
know,
has no
the
interest in
disciples
turning
of
from
Jesus
his
would
ways. He
shake the
embraces
dust off their
this
feet
shit.
and go to the
He's
next
just
town.
sitting there
But
soullessly
Nicholas
nodding
J.
his
Fuentes
head,
doesn't
waiting for it
understand
to
that. He
end.
just thinks,
He
oh, I
doesn't
gotta be loyal to
understand the
make
words that are
Alaska.
coming out of
Who has
PPP's
no
mouth. He's
respect
not processing
for
them in
anything.
his brain.
Has to be loyal to
I'm
your
processing them more when I'm
no
thinking about what
respect
I
for
have to
anything.
say right
Be loyal
now
to
is a
Ethan Ralph,
response.
who's divorced without a proper blessing from the church. He's an unrepentant sinner, drug addict, complete glutton, just a total piece of human garbage, revenge pornographer. This whole movement is based on Christ as King and Catholicism. I just think it's a fucking joke. And it's what really pisses me off. And that's why I have a problem with America First. Because it's not what it claims to be. And it won't be restoring the soul of America because its own soul is filthy. Like the Pharisees, the outside of the dish might be beautiful and clean.
Oh, I'm A-log
Outside
there,
of the dish
buddy.
looks so good, the backpack, the
I just had to step
conferences,
away for
the
a
glitz, the
second.
glamour, the money. But inwardly, it's filthy. It's disgusting. It's depraved. It's diseased. But people like Ali Alexander, who they're trying to welcome back into the movement, a fucking pedophile and a snitch who sold out January 6 defendants and sucked Karl Rove's cock to get his fucking start in politics.
Hey, where the
wanna
fuck
bring
were
this
they?
guy
I feel
back
like I
into
need
the
to go a good 10 minutes
I have
back.
a problem with America First. Because it's not what it claims to be. And it
Or
won't be
what you
restoring
claim to be,
the soul of America
PPP.
because its
You
own
claim to
soul
be
is filthy.
Christian. You claim
Like
to
the
be
Pharisees, the
entertaining.
outside of the dish might
You
be
claim to
beautiful
be all
and
these
clean.
things.
The outside
Yeah,
of
I
the
should
dish
have
looks
puffed
so
harder
good, the
there,
backpack,
buddy.
the conferences, the glitz,
That's
the
the
glamour,
first
the
one
money.
that got
But
me.
inwardly, it's filthy. It's disgusting. It's depraved. It's diseased.
You're just describing the Kino Casino. Every locale projects. Not every locale projects, but everybody in this sector, we fall guilty to some level of projection, and that's why we enjoy the locales we do. And the entertainers we do for that matter. Because they embody a certain aspect of ourselves or a character trait we find entertaining or something we dislike about ourselves. And we project our hatred of these traits onto cows. It's obvious, you have the girl cows. You have women who bully people like Amberlynn Reed or Chantel. It's because they're all borderline personality obese nutcases, and I don't need to get into why Worski or PPP would be a-logging Ralph this hard. I think it's quite self-evident. And it's kind of a generic point to touch on, but January
6 defendants and suck Karl Rove's cock to get his fucking start in politics. They want to bring this guy back into the fucking fold. That should tell you all you need to know. That should tell you all you need to know.
That there's snakes, like when you snake on Godwinson, like when you go from covering for flamenco to calling him a pedophile to covering up again.
I'll say this: I will be.
When you do the same for Mr. Vickers, you disavow him, you say he's awesome, then you take his money,
challenges.
then you call Historian X a pedophile after sucking his cock nonstop. For all the awful things he's done, doxing people, doxing their families, threatening them with swatting, putting their info out there with the intent for people to contact law enforcement. What else? Sending the chickens to be slowly cooked alive to Ethan Ralph's house. They were fine with that.
So that's going to be happening. Right?
Get excited.
You met me, right?
Get excited. Well,
Andy Dwarfsky,
I'm actually like 7'5".
Yes.
Andy's a mere 4'10". He's a
No, Andy
seasoned
Worski
man,
is
like,
unironically
5'5".
5'7", folks.
Oh, 5 foot.
5'7".
I am apparently an inch and a half.
5'7" is like the
crazy
border.
stuff,
Is like the
folks.
borderline
You're
between
gonna see
short and
But
average.
me-
If you're
basically,
5'8",
like
you
me,
could be
find myself
average.
talking to my
5'9",
side.
yeah. But
So
5'7",
that's
that's
right there.
that's
So yeah,
sketchy
everyone,
territory,
I am
buddy.
Andy Dwarfsky. But seriously, guys, I do want to repent. We're going to be doing repentance.
No, you either repent or you don't. You don't want to repent. If you feel the need to seriously, deeply repent over something, you'll do that. It's not like, oh, I was out drinking really late last night and I had too much, and when I'm going to bed, I'm like, damn, I'll never drink again. Jesus Christ. That's not you repenting. That's the fucking stupor of a miserable drunk who feels bad about it. You know? Let's get to another timestamp here. Because I can't do the whole 8 hours. I'm gonna skip the Ralph coverage. Fuck it. Nobody here cares about Ethan Ralph, except that when it comes to defend him from the pettiest of attacks. And I feel like I've done that enough.
All right, well, because it's still going. Daily Grifter for $25. Thank you so much for supporting this stream.
I think we'll do a little bit of donos. See if I have anything I can say about these donos here.
I'd love to briefly be on my first show and have an in-depth conversation. Second show.
Hold on a second. This is stupid. No. Hold on. I almost had a big oversight here. I covered the first, 30 minutes or an hour of the show last night. So I should just skip through some of that. Okay. Holy shit. In these timestamps, they legitimately did, what was it? 4 minutes of content, of Baked Alaska content, right after a super chat session. And then after just the 4 minutes, it's another super chat session. Holy shit.
Do it up, bro. Do it up. Guys, I want to thank you all for being here. Remember to hit like, help support the stream. We love you all. We hope you've been enjoying the chat. The show. Chat.
I don't know if any of the people here who are watching and enjoy streams in the afternoon, the mid-afternoon here.
We hope you are enjoying it. We had no goal today because we didn't do a break back.
It may be better for the European and the neat audience.
But we hit the goal anyway, thanks to Medicare Master.
No, you're not even showing the goal. You've hidden the goal.
So, everyone donating over on Stream Chat, links down there. If you want to get your donation read.
And what is this Stream Chat nonsense? Is it something they've set up proprietarily, or have they paid some Pajit or fucking Ukrainian to do it? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, that would be funny. I don't know if it's gonna happen though. Probably not gonna happen. Oh, they're still fucking rating. What's up, boys? Hope you're all doing good.
The only time Worski looks at the chat is to fucking seethe and cry about it nonstop. And he has sock accounts. He has his mods too. All the old mods they were wiped out and replaced with fucking Tardsky's goons. They have no connection to this community. I hate to use the word, but PPP's chat and the regular people there, it is somewhat of a community. Why do you think most of you people are listening to me or listening to other people right now?
Very exciting stuff.
Because you enjoy having a small interactive chat filmed in a somewhat entertaining manner.
All I do know is that America.
I'm the voice of the people.
They see it constantly about the show, but they can't do fucking shit about it. They have no content themselves. Their debate tonight between Alex Stein and Destiny.
And PPP doesn't even go by PPP anymore. He's fucking Aston. He doesn't even dare use the word populist. Because he's now the least populist person.
They have no content, total non-content. They have to tune into our show in order to be gifted some content, which is literally just themselves getting dunked on. It's a very masochistic thing for them.
No, it's entertaining to stream snipe. It's easy content, of course. Because it's better than firing up your camera and recording for 1 to 5 minutes. I'd rather interact and bounce off with the ideas of people watching.
shit like this is fun though. Like
Or
this
just
type
do
of stuff
videos
is
where I
fun.
can go
I don't
away
know, imagine us
and,
people like
and
this
do
talking
something
about
for
it.
5 minutes and it not be
really
over, you know.
I hate to stream snipe Ralph because he's a boring fucking Zanny buried up alcoholic. Like that's what he is.
Yeah.
He's just strung out on pills. He can't even holler anymore. Ralph, can you give me a
And
holler?
you're high off
Can you give me a
edibles
soup?
and Andy's
Please,
flying on
give me a holler.
fucking coke.
Please.
You still
Give me
haven't
something
managed to
high
produce
energy.
a decent
Because every
show.
time I tune into you, it's just boring, low energy shit. You're clearly pilled out,
Oh.
checked out, don't give a fuck.
And they want the abortion song.
And you're such faggots about it, just like Ethan Ralph, not criticize him much.
No.
He has to like hide and cover up what he's doing,
Yeah.
like on stream, like if he's gonna have a
No.
drink or
Last time we played that,
something.
there was,
And PPP and Worski, they do all their shit off camera, like they're fucking
Oh, wait,
ashamed of taking a little puff off a vape pen or something. It's fucking pitiful.
Okay, folks. Ready? Sorry, my OCD. Okay. NSA, no snooping allowed. We should have just bought grills. Are they expensive?
I don't know. He just can't afford it. Like that's the reality.
Why the fuck would anybody? Why?
Alright, bros.
He's trying to make a funny video. He's not trying to live like a knicker. Why would he buy
That
grills?
was at the end of the show.
Yeah, that'll be the end of the show.
You're gonna pause this every 5 seconds. Trust me. I was reading the comments before I started up this live stream, and even the soy fans, they were talking about how they pause this song nonstop. I'm not gonna put you through this. I refuse, folks. I'm just not. I'm just not gonna do this. I'm taking a stand.
So, as you all know, I am fighting someone called Salt Poppy, and we were watching a bunch of his boxing videos with breaking down.
And since
his
I did you
fights.
folks the favor of skipping the
find out
music segment,
one of the videos
I'm
is
gonna
that
make you
Salt
sit through the
Poppy,
fight segment.
Also,
I can't be too easy on you people. I need to show you just how awful the Kino Casino is.
Busta Breezy.
Busta Breezy.
Busta Breezy. So we're gonna put Baked Alaska versus the guy I'm fighting, Busta Breezy. All
He's
right.
got a track, guys. I couldn't even believe that this was real.
So
This blew me away. So we're gonna do a poll. What's worse, the baked tracks or this track?
Punish
What's
you
more
with
cringe?
it there.
Here we go.
Oh, you're gonna get it, buddy. It's over. Oh, the naked bitch. Yeah, I should probably get this. Get out of here, faggot.
Well, this is really what the kids are into with rap. Like, I don't know how he thought it's gonna take off. This is what all the cool kids are doing. They're studying in the library.
Yeah.
It's real.
You know what?
gangster
To the folks
for your rap
watching,
career.
I'm going to give all of you
Salt Poppy's
mods,
basically
and that way
like,
you
he
can
speaks
join
whatever
my
language
secret
that he
Discord
speaks.
servers to
He's not really
plot
able
out what we're going to be
like,
doing
very
here
words
to
and
destroy the
sentences
lives
together.
of Ashton and
So
his
the only hope
family.
he has is to.
And
I
you're
don't
all
even know,
press
get
ganged
fucking
into
knocked
it
out
now. The
by
second I
fucking
add you as
words.
moderators,
Oh,
you're going to have to help me ruin the life of Ashton Parks.
He might be baked though. Here's the song. That was just the intro. That's like Stan, you know when it starts.
Oh yeah, that was really up there with the opening of Stand. That was some primo shit. Fucking
Yeah.
Publican. Fucking. I don't even know.
Yeah, we're all Life Pro Nation gang now. Now that Christorian X is gone, somebody has to take up the mantle.
Oh no!
I'm gonna put a GoPro camera on myself as I go into PPP's brother's job and expose PPP's anus to his boss. And I'm gonna be recording it for you people.
How do you think this would be successful? Look at how like
That's good.
such a little sensitive guy. He's just real softy. Crank that shit. How overweight is Miles Strong?
I have to beat him up just for this song. You know what I'm saying?
No, for real.
Just for making this song.
And then stay right away. Let's get a bit of getaway.
No, he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy.
You're gonna send
But-
pizzas to his house and light dog shit
This
on
is
your
actually a
doorstep.
competition.
It's pretty
Everybody
based.
voted
I don't
for
think he
Joe
has a
Becker.
doorstep
Now
though.
also starting
He
to-
lives in a basement, so you'll be able to like throw the flaming dog shit like down a hallway or something, and it's gonna like smoke up the place real bad.
Whoa.
Why is there more music? Fuck, I didn't mean to play more music for you folks. I'm sorry. I'm actually sorry. Okay. Let's get into the donos. Let's fucking go.
Cool Ranch paint chips for 20.
Indeed, it's my mistake is watching the Kino Casino at all. But I feel like there was something at some point that there's always something to talk about once they get into the. I mean, once they get towards the end of the show and Andy starts getting mad at the chat and getting fed up of just being there at all, I think that's when it starts to get good.
Did they actually?
And there's really no other
We already
content.
played
If
it.
you have any suggestions for content, I'd love to hear them.
Which other one?
Because I'd be very eager to cover something else.
All right. I don't know. Let's play a couple minutes of this.
No, play this, and then we have to play that. Sorry, it's $100. I said, pay off for that.
I'm about a third done with this show.
It's not enough.
Oh my god. And you can sign it. We'll play it right after
I mean,
this.
drifting was a mistake.
It was.
It was a major mistake. I fucking apologize for the drifting. It's destroying the show. I don't know what to do. So let's
Worst Games Admire for $50. Let's fucking go.
Oh, what a fucking
Hashtag
faggot.
Team Darkskin.
I am just cutting the content again, guys. I don't know what to say.
Okay, here's something that just Andy into the camera.
Do you want to watch it though? You want to watch it?
Yeah, clearly.
All right.
It says the timestamp says it's like a break.
I paused it for you, bro.
All right.
I tried to watch the first episode of the casino, but you can't handle it. I don't know why people think it's so funny. Well, yeah, it's just so banal. Like they're trying to water down the old PPP videos to make it appeal to a fictional wider audience that doesn't exist. and it's visceral. Like you can feel it, like oily water or something, or like tepid water that's been sitting out too long. You can just feel the difference between like old PPP videos and what the Kino Casino is right now. Holy shit, I did a little stutter right there. Completely naturally. Fucking based when I said Kino Casino. Yeah, it just reeks. Something stinks. Yo, hey, Bruce.
Vagrant Holiday says it's the same guy. It's surveillance cameraman. Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure. God awful is backing me up on this.
I feel like the casino. Like I did watch the times. I never enjoyed it as much as a PPP video, of course. That goes without saying. But I would always use it as background noise or something to say when you're getting drunk after work or something like that. Is nonsense. Something you're not paying attention to. You don't really notice what's going on. It's very pedestrian level A-logging.
Nails through his hands and through his feet, folks. We can only watch one Peg Menko documentary.
It's fodder. That's all it is. That's all the Kino Casino is.
Or do you want to watch the ballad of Peg Menko?
Goddamn. Ready?
I think when they get into the Peg Menko stuff, it may be more entertaining because then I can really riff on how they're covering it up.
I mean,
any of their various copes.
Honestly, the ballad is probably a better video. The Polyfrog video goes into the pedophile stuff specifically.
Oh, okay.
Just trying to sell that bike over here. Excuse me, amigo. Would you be interested in purchasing this bike?
If you watch RPG TV, Total Uncapped, Kino Casino Capo. I've heard of Red Pill Gaming. I've tuned into his videos once or twice for a whole 5 minutes. No, he's never been very entertaining to me. From what I can gather, he takes these things a little bit more seriously. He covers a lot of serious news issues that really don't fit the feeling of this whole sector, in my opinion. But yeah, he's a big time fool, and maybe I should look into him more. I've heard some people say good things about him, and I don't know. I'd have to hear their case because he seems pretty banal.
To the bike shop. Straight down. Thank you, sir.
In fact, maybe I could pull him up right now.
let's turn to the thicket. Probably just came about right here. I mean,
What the fuck's this dude's channel? I look up Red Pill Gaming TV and I don't see it.
well, great to see you again. How are you?
How are you?
I think if someone was clever enough, you could get him to Spurg. Yeah, I would hope so.
Being raped and being up and jumped by the business owners.
What's he uploading right now? The Andrew Tate debate with Ben Shapiro. Big Papa fascist versus politically provoked. It seems fucking gay. Yeah, if you can get him to Spurg, maybe I'm missing out and there is a good well of content here with this guy. Enlighten me.
Just thinking that. You what you think they're doing though?
Okay. I think the Padmenko shit should be starting right now. He capos for PPP after the debate, but he capos for PPP. Oh, I'm interested, absolutely. If he's defending a PPP, I want to hear what he has to say, and I want to cover it. I was just saying his content in general isn't very interesting. Would that be a stream from 10 days ago or 16 hours ago? Because I could skip to that and do the flamenco shit later. Because I've only been going for half an hour. Okay, I'm looking at those videos right now, and just the tags are really fucking cringe. Okay, you're looking for the timestamp. Thanks. That's a big help, because I was just gonna scan through it. His fucking time... his hashtags and shit. Hashtag Trump, hashtag conservative, hashtag politics. I was tempted to put hashtags in my videos just to see like normie comments and shit, but I figured that was kind of cringe and like astroturfing viewership. So I'm not gonna do that. Never have. Okay. I'll look through it as you scan. I'm not just gonna sit here doing nothing.
Duke is always welcome here. By the way,
You can sit here and assassinate this man for all.
Oh, is he like carrying water for this Andrew Tate faggot? Isn't he like a half brown, half Anglo, like womanizer, fucking pornographer? He sounds like somebody who should be put in front of a brick wall. That's fucking gay. What's there to love? Okay, I see him covering a little bit of PPP stuff, like the fight and that kind of thing around the 4-hour mark. Okay, 4:08.
wow, that's a power move right there.
Thank you. And I'm doing it on mobile, so it's going to take me a second to get to the exact timestamp, just since the whole thing's so long. Here we go. Thank you.
On the race stuff.
Look at this skinny fucking twerp here.
Okay, and the last thing that I want to play for now, if Virtuous is here. Like I told him earlier.
A virtuous pedophile? Is that what you
I
are?
wanted to show him. This is the famous stream right before Surfer and PvP broke up forever. They had a fight on stream, and apparently Surfer was drunk.
Excuse me,
Yeah,
folks.
Virtuous is here. Cool. Okay. Yeah. So really,
I don't see
the
any
whole clip is awesome,
dots coming up on
but
my
pretty
microphone.
much
Is my
everybody here
voice coming
has seen
in?
it, so I'm just gonna to
Okay,
Don't Be a
I
Hero,
think it
buddy.
is.
which has become.
I'm just thinking nobody A-logs this guy
line
besides the
in our sphere.
Quakers. I think that's a clever idea.
Yeah, so
If nobody
Surfer,
besides
I watched
the
this guy
Quakers are
Surfer was
A-logging this
definitely
guy,
wrong
that
here.
means he's
Definitely,
absolutely
he was drunk,
untapped.
literally
And
talking
simultaneously,
a lot
the
of trash.
faggot fans of the
kept
Kino
pushing and
Casino
pushing
who
too,
see a
like, every single
Quaker in
time
every
he got on
shadow,
he would-
they're going to get so
he would be
mad
very- he was
if
basically
he
just
covers
looking
somebody
for a
like
fight, so,
RTG. They're going to be like, oh, you're dividing the movement, or you're just paid by Ethan Ralph. You're a cozy TV shill. When in reality, if I saw Nick Fuentes, I would shoot him in the back of the head for leading the white man astray, especially young white youth. He should be given the death penalty for being he's even worse than a traitor. There needs to be a new term for somebody like that. Well, there is. He's a subverter.
Okay, well, if you're not going to show me the respect, I'm not going to show you.
You should show PPP some respect. It could be a niche in my autism sphere, yeah.
I am like fucking makes your show.
Okay, buddy. Like, that's an ego talking.
That's wild.
That is one way to get
Makes the show.
attention.
I mean, I didn't mind having it
Dedicating
there
yourself to
sometimes,
A-logging
sometimes,
one
sometimes.
person.
I also thought it was long-winded a lot of the times. But to say that you're the show, come on, man.
Surfer is a great deal of the show. There's no recipe without spice. Sure, the meat and potatoes are the heart of the dish, but without spice, without the cumin that Surfer brings to the table, there is no show. There's no show at all.
Don't be a fucking man.
I love beef, but I wouldn't eat steaks very often if I couldn't put salt on them. That's just how it is.
Don't be a hero, buddy. And then the Chad stare.
Being serious? What do you think's gonna happen?
What, are you going to try to fight me?
It's funny because for
Yeah,
4
Surfer
minutes, 5
Surfer was the
minutes,
show. Look what
they're
PPP
arguing
turned
with each
into
other,
after.
But they're looking
Exactly.
at the computer, they're looking at the camera the entire time, and then PPP's like, don't be a hero, buddy. You want to be a hero?
It would be like removing all the safety mechanisms from a firearm and claiming it still works, but it's still not the same thing. It's nowhere near as useful.
Legendary line. Legendary moment. Okay, so I think at this point we are probably through with everything that I wanted to cover. And it looks like there's great demand tonight for a round or two of Quiplash. So
Quiplash. Is this like his drama segment where he's going to cover like PPP shit?
Give me a second here. I always forget which one it is. Is it 3, 4? I think it's 3.
These like
Yeah,
super
so
quote
that
unquote
was
optical
contact
right wing
with
guys are like so
Predator,
cringe
IRL.
with like the try hard high production value, trying to make it seem like a real official show. The only production value that I require is addressing my audience as ladies and gentlemen, folks.
Let's
Oh, he plays Big Bing Woohoo with his pay pigs. That is so fucking gay.
still made him regret his existence.
It's gonna be like
But I
Tardsky
do think in
there
that situation, if you were like,
with Worski Games
Hero,
admirer.
you did the stare, and you said it just right, that would be an absolute feltoning. All right, so we got Quiplash up. Also, it's nice to see that my stream didn't lag tonight.
You never heard of the term feltoning until the Kino Casino is around. It's like nigger. You ain't black. Why are you fucking using it, buddy? Two viewers, cell phone snipe. Indeed, it is the chef's kiss, folks. I might even have more than 2 viewers at some point. I may even have 3 viewers. You have to keep the faith.
If you want to play, this is free to play. You only need a cell phone. Free to play. You don't need to make an account. You don't need to download or install anything. You just go to jackbox.tv. So do that right now. And in
Maybe one day when he goes live again, the 2
code,
people
you got
watching here
chance.
could raid
And
his
question
gaming
fast, You are
streams.
playing with us. Otherwise, you're going to be playing for the. You can play regardless, but either you're in the game or you're in the audience, and your vote does count.
We'll
for the
be a
audience,
force
so
to be
even if you don't
reckoned
make it in the
with.
game, don't feel like you've been excluded. All right, so I'm going to Jackbox first. Hold on, Jackbox.tv. You can play on your phone. You can play on desktop.
Oh, he bans a lot and you have to A-log softly? I see. He's a big-time sensitive faggot, I
All
guess,
right, on
yeah.
in, and the code will be revealed.
Many such cases. Is he an ex-Creeper? Is that part of why they A-log him so much? I believe he's an ex-Creeper.
Bucket says, I didn't see that till
Pretty
right now,
sure,
but
but
I, think you got it.
I don't
think you got it.
follow
Yeah, Bucket
him
said,
too much,
all right,
obviously.
cool. We got a full room, and that was the fastest ever, I think. So let's do it. Everybody's in. We got 4 in the audience. Good luck, everyone. Lower the volume a little bit here. Probably good enough.
I'm just kidding. You know what? I'm okay.
Every vote counts.
Let's do
In the
that.
audience, your vote counts.
I hope you're all using your full legal names because
We got Nuke. Nuke is a strong competitor.
if your entourage
Heads up.
can
play along.
very hard to defeat.
Oh,
Big
he's a
John Drake is too.
Christorian ex-respecter. We need to get into this.
I mean, really, everybody's
You
great.
Spaghettino, I think you're going to be an asset to the show.
Right, now, if
You
you're
seem
new,
to
the way
know
this
what's
works is
going
you're gonna get
on.
a prompt on your screen. Don't share what your prompt is with anybody. And you have to think about the funniest
Okay,
answer, the most clever
ex-prepper,
answer,
Kino
something that
Casino
everybody else is going
sleeper.
to vote for.
Oh, he's going to answer.
You want people
I'm going to whip this boy.
pick your answer.
Try the audience play along on their devices.
I have such
He's going
a
down
good
on the
answer.
list, folks.
I have such a good answer for this
It's like
one.
they made all
I don't
these
get
Nick clones at the
every
same
single
place trying to fix what's wrong with Nick. Maybe his parents are like somewhat aware of what they've
That's a
unleashed
really good
onto the
prompt.
world
That is an
with this
excellent prompt.
test tube baby. And they've just been producing more like Z-list twinks who are somewhat aware of the Jews and all that, but don't want to name them, of
Audience
course.
play-along answers.
That
Band
must be what it
one-word
is.
slogan for a presidential campaign. Tate.
They need to find a more viable
Maybe that's
alternative to save the somewhat white race.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Another testing.
You've unleashed the
So true.
Kraken.
That's a little bit more than one word. I hate Israel. No, man, never found the coin. I did file a missing items report. It's been days. I've heard nothing yet.
Oh, is he talking about Josh's coin? I hope Josh fucking scammed the dude. That would be based as fuck.
And, looks like somebody didn't get in their 2 answers.
First one.
You hate to see that.
The slogan if a bear was running for president.
But Josh only has like a
Big
few
potential
coins
here.
left now.
Pick your favorite and vote.
Make America honeybee again, or make America needs more. Is this cumin or cumin? I think it's probably cumin.
Ugh.
I don't want to butcher your answer, but I'm not exactly sure what you're trying to say. Cumin?
Is there more to get
That
into
was a
after
safety
this?
queue.
Okay.
Wow,
He
and 3
thinks he's a
people
crypto
for some
guy, but he's
reason
only been
voted for the
following a
safety
few
queue.
weeks.
Zen,
Yeah, most of these guys,
Hero.
they tend to get their
Wow, starting
income
off strong.
well out of nowhere,
By the
either
way,
from some rich
who
donors,
is that your hero? If they
crypto,
wanna
wealthy
reveal themselves.
family, or they're just entirely funded by the feds. You never know.
Oh no!
Does he actually
Of course,
cover
the
anything
only
else like
other
regarding
Tater
PPP
Titan
in
in
this
the audience.
stream?
No,
Or should I go
that was
back
supposed
to the
be my
casino?
Slam dunk answer. Oh man!
Because I've
That was a good answer,
tragically
too.
lost one viewer
Crap.
covering this.
That
I don't
actually
know what
wasn't
I'm
good.
gonna
I guess if I
do.
pick the same one as somebody else. Melted
So that
so
might
hard.
be it. Just oh, the
The
sun.
line
Yeah.
you see on the Wolfman's
Yeah,
online
yeah,
dating
I see what
profile,
you're doing.
Luke's
That makes
Cowboy
sense,
69,
yeah.
or I'm a hustler, you alum.
I think he has potential. Yeah. Like he's pretty dry, but a lot of times these dry, boring kind of guys, they'll really go off, or they have a lot of sketchy shit going on behind the scenes. Even with Ethan Ralph at his show, it's usually not very intense. It's usually just him watching the news or something. But when he goes off, it makes the headlines everywhere.
Swept up by flamencos, Kiwi Farms, pedophile cabal.
Okay, we're just gonna get into him covering Flam.
Polyfrog will deny that if questioned. He said, no, I was just worried that what I said was inaccurate. But in fact, it was the notorious domestic terrorist Josh Moon.
PPP's
threatened
correct
to pipe
here
bomb
about
Franco's
Pauly.
or, no,
Like,
not,
I'm not gonna shit on that.
family.
If he
Unless
gets
the
it
video
right
went
about
down.
Pauly here,
Unfortunately,
I'm
the
gonna be
corruption
fair
is
and
just so
honest.
deep in the Petmenko conspiracy at this point that
but I have a
we can't
feeling
tell
there's
who's
gonna be
dirty,
a lot of
who's clean.
sweeping.
it just turns out that everybody online is a pedophile other than me. It's crazy.
Look,
I know, but
so the chat said if KSI picked me to fight, I'd fucking do it. I would get my ass whipped because he's like fucking 40 pounds heavier. I'd still do it. I don't give a fuck. Why not, right?
I'll kneel
You
on
might
his
as well.
fucking
Just
neck,
go
why
for it.
buddy.
not?
Go for
You
it.
just get fucked up.
Alright, yeah, I'm just going big.
Brain damage ain't nothing.
Brain damage is fucking.
Who the fuck is KSI? He's like a video games streamer. How does he know how to fight?
Folks, y'all ready? Here's the Petmenko conspiracy. I don't think it's exactly for Xerin. I don't think
KSI cannot sit up for a few hours. What the
But
fuck?
something along those lines. Okay.
I don't know. That's what's supposedly going on. I really don't.
Yeah, that boy's dead and
We'll
buried.
see. Anyway,
If he ever gets into the ring,
yeah, I want to get humiliated.
like he wouldn't even
You ready, bud?
need to be that much larger or
I'm ready
anything.
for this.
Okay.
No, does he really need to know how to fight to beat up Andy?
So
I don't
recently there was
think
a streamer
so.
called Flamenco who was
But,
on fire for his freak out meltdown in the
If it was anybody else who was like Andy's height and physical capability fighting, I'm sure he could take on somebody in a reasonable arrangement, even if they had a physical advantage. KSI there.
Well, he's a streamer who used to be a co-host on Ethan Ralph's show, The Kill Stream.
With Andy Worski, he's such a pussy, and he has legitimate brain damage. His like spatial awareness may be kind of messed up, or like his orientation with reality, what's coming into his face, or you may have like severe tinnitus from going to concerts and shit. So he might be really fucked up. I've never done cocaine. I don't know the long-term toll it takes on your body, but I imagine it's not pleasant.
Over a joke song calling him a pedo. Now, I suspect Flamenco will say this is a smear job and that I hate him. This is not the case. I will try to be as fair and impartial as I can be towards him and try to leave my own bias out of it. Lastly, I want to say I'm not some paragon of
the fight thing is very cringe. I'm only talking about it because I want something bad to happen. It's a fan fiction of imagining Andy Worski in pain. That's all it is. I really want to see something terrible happen. I believe that's the only way this sector can come to some sort of peace. If there's a violent, painful death in a public place of one of the biggest e-celebs, then there can be some stability brought back to things. I want Andy Worski to suffer a traumatic brain injury. I want to see frothy blood coming out of his nose in a ring in the middle of England.
Exploitation material, unless a real child is the reference used in art. If you report,
you're loving it, Andy.
I don't even want to see him twitch. I just want to hear the gurgles. He won't even be moving. He'll be like completely paralyzed. He'll be dead within like 5 minutes.
2003, if you get charged with a sex crime, they can add additional charges for possession of said cartoon art. Morally, I find artistic depictions of minors engaged in sexual
acts.
Like
if I was in the ring with Andy Worski, what I would do, I would chase him about like 25 yards. I would tackle him. I would start pounding his head with hammer blows, the sides of his head where it's squishy. And then I would take out the tactical knife that I have on my boot, and I would behead him in the middle of the ring. That's how it would go down, folks. It would be over. I believe Mormon Shaggy was born to cause the first spurg of spear death, but it may be Andy after all. Andy, Mormon Shaggy, like obviously he's prepared, he's able to defend himself somewhat with his cold steel swords and all that, but I don't think he's going to go out and kill somebody or go out and put himself in a position where he would be killed. I think he's a little bit more reasonable than that. Andy Worski is a fucking retard who completely overestimates his capabilities. And he's actually tried to kill people before.
Yeah, so apparently the Steam group that I was in, this guy...
I'm also a weirdo with many weapons, but I don't think I would go out and kill or be killed for no reason. Unless it's to remove the Kino Casino, of course.
Harry Koenig or Harry Carey, I don't know how to pronounce it, but there you go. Here we can see Sanctus, the group admin, using the image of a child as his avatar. An unknown user also has a child avatar. And then there's another member, Panda, who has a little anime girl as their avatar in what looks like a child's onesie, like a little panda onesie or some shit.
Holy Frog just sounds like a pedophile, too. Maybe that's why he swept it up. Maybe that's why he deleted the videos.
Now, Flam was only in 6 Steam groups. His defense for being in the German one.
Oh yeah, I shouldn't tell the plans.
And I just accept
because our plan, we're going to go to the pawn shop. We're gonna buy like 42 or however many subscribers I have. 40 break action shotguns from the pawn shop, and we're gonna invade Canada. That's how it's gonna go down, folks. Don't tell anybody.
And never saw this on it.
Do people want 1.5 speed?
Oh, I put up a poll whether they wanted 2x speed or not. It's 70% yes, 30% no. Maybe 1.
Yeah, once Justo bans all the guns, like it's gonna be easy for us. We'll just roll across the border. It'll be like Atlanta in 1864.
Oh, so low.
Flam stated that he never views people's profiles, and Flam also claims that
that's way better.
We need to fucking raise Toronto.
7 months ago. Now, these are some chats from other pedo groups or profiles that Sanctus was involved with, but to clarify, Flam wasn't a member or a part of these separate groups. Here's more messages from these sick fucks. Now, I want you to take a look at this pink heart right here. This is a symbol that pedophiles use to identify each other. If you don't believe me, go look it up. They also use the triangle on quarters.
Eyelash in my eye. Holy fuck, that hurts.
So by the way, what Paulie's going through is like the evidence that was in the folder there.
That is, you guys said, hey, pull this up, but then you guys...
He never pulled it up, Andy. It's
No
all
one
your
sent it
fault.
to me.
It's all your fault.
You guys did not know it was not my fault.
I blame
Well,
Godwinson.
It was Godwinson's fault.
Of course,
It's all
they're
his
going to blame
fault.
the most entertaining,
Hey, Andy,
worthwhile
click this,
person of
open
the
this.
show
No, you didn't say it.
on any
Our
failure
chat
they
forum,
have
we
because they're
revolted
that
and
fucking
hated
pathetic.
myself.
And Andy Worski is literally incapable of taking even the most joking criticism in the world. You can't even like give him a friendly ribbing without him having to refute it.
Let's use butterflies as well. Also, above the heart, I want you to take a good look at that
A
word.
Paulie file there.
Now, it says it's used as slang for
I was hassling Paulie in his comments, and he was responding to me a few times, but I don't think he was interested on coming on the show. I don't even know if he got the point through that I'm making videos about him. How come they haven't had the Pickle Man back yet? Well, the Pickle Man, I'm going to pause this. Let me explain the Pickle Man and my theory on the Pickle Man. The Pickle Man is a sword of Damocles, ever hanging over the head of PPP. If PPP spurns Tardsky too much, if he ribs him on his immorality, well, his various forms of immorality, or if he rings the Tard bell too much, or if he pushes back on any sort of nonsense Tardsky has to too high of a degree, he can bring back Jesse on at any time. Or even if they have a falling out, PPP and Andy Worski there, Andy Worski can start up a competing show with the Pickle Man. And the Pickle Man would do that for some time at least, just to troll PPP and to make him mad. At least that's my theory, and I've heard other people say similar things, like on Kiwi Farms or just in comments, or yeah.
Sanctus claims he doesn't remember why he started that Steam
It
group.
makes sense to
Flam
me.
was some guy he watched back in the day, and he was one of his few friends on Steam. He goes on to say that Flam joined the group without thinking about it, and confirms that Flam played video games together with him. When asked about the children on his profile, he says, "Oh, it's nothing," and that his profile used to be normal. Now, my speculation on this is that it almost seems like Sanctus is doing damage control to cover for Flam, like a friend would do, leading me to speculate further and wonder if they were closer than what Flam was saying. Flam first joined this strange Steam group on August 10th, 2021, and he deleted the pedo admin from either his friends list or from his group. I'm not sure which one, but here you go nonetheless.
Eyeballs making me burp there.
Listen, they're just fucking with you.
Oh, okay.
Play the shit.
Sorry.
Flam was seen chatting with people on Kiwi Farms about the group when news first broke. People wanted to know what his involvement was and his connection to it. Shortly after this news broke, PPP and Andy Worski of the Kino Casino reached out to Flam and asked him to come on their show and explain himself in situation.
No, highball like
Now, I'm not trying to
a
shit on the casino, but the stream was
highball
flawed, and the house got
cocktail where
filled.
you mix
Let's go
a
over some quick
spirit with
highlights.
a club
First,
soda,
Godwinson
like
and PPP right from the start were trying to
Scotch and soda. That's one of the best. My personal favorite is a mellow corn whiskey with I'd say 2 or 3 parts club soda. That's the good shit.
Angry at PPP and Godwinson for conducting what they believe to be a bad faith interview. This is my own personal opinion. I believe Flam barely
It
survived
was
that
good
interview.
faith.
Here you can see the poll results from that stream showing 65% of people believed Flam was innocent. By trying to lampoon Flam with very little evidence, the casino made Flam appear more honest than he is. As an example, here in this clip, the casino got confused. They got one of their facts wrong. They confused 2 separate Steam groups thinking Flam was in both.
The reality is, this group of non-members into local housing units.
You're in this group where they're celebrating and saying Happy Holiday Day.
Maybe I should do a cocktail show at some point. It's it's a little hobby of mine.
See, like that's the whole problem. You can't keep their fucking story straight. It's not the fucking Sherman thing. It's like the other server that Elk's on.
Not as much lately, though, because I
The other kind of files.
can't be drinking like Ralph
Later on
anymore.
the stream, Flam is asked about Voice of Reno, and here is where I caught him in a lie.
Was that Soprano?
It's never any good.
Yeah, I think most people like to look at that. So it's like, nah, this is like tweak shit or something. Like, yeah, it's whatever.
In this clip, Flam is
Some people say
confronted
Benjamin
about
Franklin
Voice
was
of Reno's mistake. Sissy Boy domination
kept
is a
from
twin
running
story.
for president because he was way too much of an alcoholic. But in his personal memoirs, he was very serious about how he would never drink enough to get drunk, and how he would only enjoy like the experience of all things, and like it was all like philosophical. So maybe they were just slandering him. I think Ben Franklin would have made a better president than the other faggots, except Monroe. Monroe was base because I fucking hate Europeans. Yeah, mixed drinks and smooth jazz. That'll be better than the Kino Casino. That's the real competition.
This video has
The Cozy Casino. That's what I'll call
Well,
it.
there's I don't know.
And then I can appeal to the
I actually have no
Quakers.
fucking
If they
idea.
drink,
I'm
the
gonna play a couple
Quakers,
other things
they're all under
that
21
came
and they
out after
hate
this.
anything fun.
Then we'll clean
So
it up
maybe
on
the
fucking
Cozy
Great
Casino
Time.
would
We'll
flop.
Clean it up with what we missed. I honestly just don't really give a fuck. Like, Flamenco is one of the most boring pieces of shit online. I really do believe he is a creepy fucking pedophile, though.
That would actually be really funny. Get like a nice, fancy, like a cat, like a 1950s casual suit or something. Have some nice smooth jazz. Set up a little cocktail bar while talking about lolcows and trauma and
You can
news.
search it out for yourself. I don't advise that you do.
Don't. I've never seen them. I don't want to see them. From what he described, it was like an innocent anime or some bullshit. So I don't even want to fucking. Ugh.
What is your defense on like this? Like I've seen other streams, you like say like this is impressive. But like,
That's a little too quiet there.
I don't know. People are chipping out about shipping out stuff. I don't know. But man, the kid is 15 years old. Okay, and I know that like people were putting it out, so I don't know.
How do you not know?
The kid is
This is one
clearly
of the few
15
safe for work panels of Boy Soprano. You can clearly see this is a child that has been adopted and is being groomed by two older women to be their sex toy.
I know
This
I'd
comic
really
book
like
before
if
its
the
release,
whole made
combined with
more
an
of
escape room
the
that had two or more
the
pedophiles and swayed
internet
many
critic,
people
the
to believe
East
that
Web
was pedophile.
critic
Now, if you
videos.
don't believe
Those
me
are
that the comic
fucking
depicts minors, when
funny.
the kid grew up and was magically 18, here's the tags for the comic. So you have Shotokan right there.
When
and
Gahul
Lolicon.
puts his mind
Okay,
to
so let's
making
move on.
a Kino like a
Now, later
trauma
Street
attack
Talks gets brought into the
video,
conversation.
it's one
makes a very
they're
bizarre
really
statement.
good.
Listen
I
closely.
wouldn't say they're as good as Godwinson's, but they're really fucking funny. And he should do a lot more of it.
Guns, bro.
The papist ogre will save the white race, I believe. You're right. Gahul is good when he wants to be, but a lot like Godwinson, he tends to not do
But then we
those
find
kind
out.
of
We will
high
find
effort
out that
videos where he just doesn't do
How much
stuff at
evidence
all.
do we need? Like, he defends people like this. Just fucking say
But I
he's
suppose
sick.
it's okay. You can
No,
enjoy
like,
things in
what's-
small
what's
terms.
The
Gahul is like a fine brandy.
That's fucked up what he did. But then after our fucking flop of a show, he still had Tux as like a mod or some shit, right?
Oh, no, he absolutely did. He was still a mod in the server.
Like, oh my god.
He was still friends with Dimitri on Discord up until like 12 hours ago.
Oh yeah, that was a good video. I think I'm gonna rewatch some old Gahul Kinos when I'm done with this
You can slow
stream.
it down to 0.75.
Might be
But
something good
honestly, I would
while
just
I'm cooking dinner here.
1.25.
something like this. No, I'm saying they can fix it on their end.
Oh, okay, yeah. If you're watching and you want to see it at normal speed, yeah.
Well, you're like, why even defend it at all? Why raise it for it? I'm not defending it at all. I'm just not calling it. I'm not calling it. I'm still calling it. I think you're saying, are you?
Let's take a listen to that again right there. Here's the clip of Flam saying, "What does pedophilia even mean, bro?" It's a very bizarre thing to say.
I think you're saying,
One more time.
I think you're saying, are you the sort of person that
You find his Gordox
That was half about
stories
Tux, guy
delightful
fucking sister, by the way,
wholesome.
and why he wasn't
Yeah.
banned from Flamingo's Discord server.
I want to ask one question. Why didn't you just demod Tux? Why didn't you ban him? I didn't even do it. I wasn't even at my fucking phone for being able to like do that on Discord. One of my other mods. What you did all? He already left the server. He didn't though. Yes, he did. No, there was a time gap. He didn't leave. Yes, he did. He left. Yes, he did. I didn't do any. He was demoted. I didn't do any moderation. I don't do like any moderation.
You know, I'm sorry, I don't really have much to say for this segment of the casino yet, because they haven't been talking about Flam yet at all.
What a lie. Lied fucking right to my fucking face.
Like,
You know what I mean? Lied right to my fucking face. He was bad.
maybe I should skip through some of this to get to more of the highlights.
And Flam said he didn't know about what Tux was doing, and by all accounts, it appears Flam did.
So I don't want to just sit here filling up time. I want to make every minute have at least a pittance of entertainment value here. 6:11. Where are we at here? Let's go to the donos and see how they cope with that.
This one here, Arc Light for $25. Thank you so much. Thanks, so happy. Gucci's is the new Kino Casino girl. Well done, Gucci.
Maybe we'll see some people like defending the pedophile or something.
Yeah.
Dead air is a negative space of a masterly composition.
Stuff, the Flam.
Yes, a little bit of dead air is natural, but yeah, I don't want to be sitting through
Mr. Cynical.
like 1 to 5 minutes of just the original debate, for example.
Gives him all the information. And then the accusation. Hey, Flam, did Monroe hook you up with those sweet Olivia feet pics you probably love? Well, Flam, Monroe hooked you up with the good stuff? Were you sharing with the Germans? Here is yet more proof Flam doesn't want to talk about Dimitri. Now, let's go over Dimitri and what he's done. Dimitri got himself into a bit of trouble recently for some things in his past. Here we see Dimitri getting pressed on conversations he had with a minor back in 2017. It's interesting to note that Dimitri used the same excuse Flam did with the Steam group. Flam said he just adds everyone on Steam. And Dimitri says here, well, I just flirt with everyone I meet.
This is
Almost
like
there's
the
a pattern
excuses
emerging
you
with
see on To Catch a Predator
So
or
Dimitri claims
something.
age of consent is 16
Like the most
April, who was a
generic
minor, should have went to the
bullshit,
police. Now, right
like
here, it's important to note
plausible
that Dimitri says April
deniability
lied about them having
shit
sex.
there.
There's a problem with Dimitri's statement. April was tracked down and never said the two of them ever had sex, but that they were making
I don't
plans
know
to
why
meet.
this guy's
Yeah.
going after like these
April the minor
little
saying that they
girls
never
or
met, punching a
something.
hole in the
Like
story.
what's wrong with girls these days or something? He's like a transgendered fucking, what's he like, 27, 28? He's like in his 30s now. He's a fucking tranny old man, and for some reason like these 16-year-old girls are interested in him. I don't understand. Maybe Nick Fuentes is right and we need to do something about women. But shit. Well, why is this man friends with Flamenco too? Isn't he? Why is he associating with a tranny pedophile? I mean, I know Flamenco is a pedophile and all that, but this is like this is a public association. He's like a fan of the kill stream and that kind of thing, and he like calls into his show. He's like in his Discord and that shit. It's not just a guy in the secret Steam group. He's a public member who's like a friend or something.
Here's April saying that they're underage. Here, Dimitri admits he knows April is underage and that them having sex is illegal. This undermines nearly all of his later alibis and stories that this was an age of consent encounter. Here we see April sending Dimitri a video of herself. No idea if it was sexual or not. More than likely it was, but it's still suspicious nonetheless.
Of course
April
it
talks with
fucking
him about eating
was.
his cum,
He's a
and Dimitri says he's down for
pedophile.
it. Dimitri and April discuss
That's what
crime.
happens when
Dimitri
these
proposes having
pedophiles
her stick with a hand
find
job.
like a vulnerable
Dimitri says he wants to
teenager or
fuck her.
something.
Dimitri talks about his cum and April drinking it. Dimitri talks about taking April's virginity. Dimitri talks about wanting to sexually hug her and calls her hot. Here's a discussion about erotically kissing April. Here, Dimitri says to the minor, them having sex is bordering on the edge of legality, and that sadly we're over statutory. But he probably still would have sex with her anyway. Some sort of video here was
This is
exchanged.
disgusting.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
sure if it was sexual or not, but it sounds like it was.
I don't feel like I need to
So here we have Dimitri
refute
contradicting
or
himself multiple times,
or
tripping over himself in
rebuke just
desperation,
how
and
degenerate and
inadvertently exposing just how
evil
weak his
this
alibis
guy
and
is. Like
lies are.
it's
He says right here
self-evident.
at the bottom, there's no ages given in that convo. Let's be clear.
Like
But yes,
I
they
even
did
feel
say
like
that. My
Tardsky and
point was, it
PvP
was legal where we
understand
live.
this. They're
Anyway,
just letting
anything occurred.
a Polyfrog
Here we have
65
April
go through
giving
all
her
his
age.
bullshit.
Dimitri said, oh, no,
He
ages
should
were
just
different.
shut up and
Well,
get into the
here we
meat
go.
of it. That they
I'll get
shouldn't
as
be
soon as
doing the
possible.
whole
Since my family
episode.
isn't too willing, I'll
What
probably
they
have
need
to
to
do it
do
by
is
meetings.
they just need to
Here we have Dimitri lying
fucking
about
get
his
to
age
get
and
to the
cheating
top
several times.
the main topics and cover why he took it down and what could have been going on behind the scenes to cause this. I'm sorry, folks. My ears feel like they've popped, like it's a pressure thing or something, so I can't hear the volume of my own voice. I'm gonna mute my microphone. Give me a second here. Okay, that's all better now. Oh yeah, well they do stretch it out for donos. Like they're not showing the donos right now, so I have a good feeling the donos are like incredibly low, or something's up with them. Okay. And also making this show so long is a means for them to cover up for this flamenco trauma, because most of the viewers are not going to sit through what was it, 5.5 to 6 hours of content, well, so-called content, before they get to the trauma about flamenco. Okay, what time are we at right now? 6:24. Let's go to the donos. Let's fucking go.
20. This is like jacking off to gay sex drawings all day and claiming to be straight. Kylan for 10 just leaves no message. And the people who are like guilt by this is guilt by
Is my turret clapping good enough? I try to do it nice and out of tune for you folks.
And then there's like the con weird pedophile groups, and you know you admitted to looking at Shotacon. Like, listen, at a certain fucking point, you can't give them the benefit of the doubt anymore.
Honestly, at a certain point, you're just like, you know what?
But I don't even clap my hands because it has to be extra autistic. I'll like clap the top of my hand or clap my thigh or something. You gotta keep it as out of tune as possible. You can sample Andy's voice and use it as a monster in a horror game. You absolutely could. And it would be hysterical. It would be a fucking good jump scare. Oh, you know the what is it called? You know the back rooms? You could fucking edit Andy into the back rooms, dude. And it would be let's go, the laughing and the clapping. Like when he gets up right in your face, the final jump scare would be the let's go. And as he's chasing you, you just hear the
He is a cuties defender. Cuties was rightfully lampooned by most people as disgusting and vile for how it sexualized young children. Mr. Girl here has been
Like how anyone fucking got this guy.
We need to get some autist or fucking
stardom,
tranny to
basically,
code that into
is
like
beyond
some
me.
mod for a
I
horror
thought he was
game.
like fucking dead in the water. He basically remember when I got
I'm
him,
calling on
I
all
got him into
trannies
that
and all autistics
phrase
to code for
saying-
me.
I don't even want to
I need a
repeat it
personal
because
army of
it's flipped, But
coders.
it's about like
Imagine Andy's
you're just
flashing all
You know,
the
like
distance
that,
in
yeah.
the back.
It's just a dirty, slimy
It
piece
is
of fucking
indeed too
shit.
scary.
He's a disgusting person that flaunts his pedophilia openly. He's so disgusting that even Vosh had
I have
shut
to
his
take a
fuck
piss,
mouth.
folks.
Even Vosh.
I'll
was like,
be right
this is
back.
a bit too pedophile for me.
Remember
Let's see. I'll see if I can. Let's see if I have any music in my tabs.
Oh, but
Okay.
Flamenco has lower standards than Vosh. He likes to come at
I'll see if this gives me a copyright strike.
Like, I don't know. At least they have some level of fucking standards somewhere, or at least they have the fucking decency to not just be out in the open with their advocacy for this shit.
He tries to like, I don't even know how the fuck people still like. It's not even platform him. I get it, you're debating this type of topic, but they just have him on panels now. That's
Oh,
me
he's
and all
just
this
one of
stuff.
the crew.
He's one of the guys.
Oh, he's just one of the guys that comes in from time to time. No, like he shouldn't be allowed anywhere. He shouldn't be allowed. It's just like he shouldn't fucking really be in jail.
Yeah.
My honest to God opinion. Oh, but you're criminalizing his thoughts.
Oh,
His thoughts.
yeah.
His thoughts are evil. His thoughts are evil.
People go, oh, he's trolling or whatever. It's like, okay, let's say, hypothetically, he's trolling. I don't think he is trolling. I think he is actually a pedophile. But let's say hypothetically. He says his jokes or whatever, in people's opinion, trolling, with such conviction and
Here we are,
points that he
folks.
believes are right.
Andy
other
Worski
people
creepypastas.
who are
The
pedophiles
new
or have
John
these
for
thoughts
you.
or want excuses to be pedophiles.
Worski logical
fucking are,
thriller.
I wonder why this video had to
It
go.
would be
by
more like
today.
Chinese water torture
Seems
than
like,
a
Flam
thriller.
didn't want me to
It would be a slow,
Depression,
painful
Pauly. Now, Pauly
demise.
swears up and down that's not the case.
Definitely
But if I was being
psychological.
threatened and I was intimidated by Flamenco and his pedophile cabal, I probably also would say that. You know, I'd be like, yeah, I wasn't sure about it. No, he researched this very well, and they're just trying to gaslight him now into that little fragments of like one DM Dimitri fucking say, oh, this is actually fake. No, it just can't all be fake. Like it's fucking ridiculous the way they're trying to gaslight Pauly and gaslight you into thinking this is all 100% innocent and above board. It's absolutely not.
Look, there was already enough. Let's say like the whole lolly stuff, the Shotacon stuff. There was enough that I already distanced myself.
No, you didn't, Tardsky.
flop or
You
whatever,
defended him
people
the
were
whole
mad at us,
fucking
right?
time.
I still,
But you did.
fucking
That's
distanced
all
myself,
you
like, I don't
fucking
want to be
did.
part of this. Like,
You covered
there's
it up.
smoke
You were like, no, Ashton. Whenever you fucking talked about Pedmenko or made the slightest joke,
even, like, I want people to understand. Even
you'd
the
fucking
wrong
shut
stuff
it down with your
is
retarded
fucked
fucking
to me.
babble.
And I don't want to be part of it. I don't want to be us with knowing
Who
people.
wants to be associated?
None.
Does Augie want to fucking deal with this shit?
No.
Does Nicholas Dorio want to? And that's the thing is like,
Andy
Flam
Worski
doesn't
was
want them
pro
to see this
flamenco
shit.
until
That's why he
today,
pressed Pauly to
folks.
fucking take
Until
it out.
fucking
I
today,
had an
literally
argument because I had a
today.
feeling
I don't
this was
like.
gonna
I
fucking
can't.
happen. I reached
Why
out to
is he
Pauly,
saying that he
swears up and
disavowed
down,
flamenco
you know, but
as soon
when
as
he
the
looked at
Shota
videos
shit
that
came
was
out?
putting
He
out,
literally
he seemed
didn't.
like frantic,
There's a
fucking
fucking
scared.
like
When he was
3
like,
or
I don't know,
4
should I
months
delete this?
history
I
of
don't know,
him
I'm being gaslit,
covering it up
obfuscated.
and
Like, I
nagging
think he was
TTP
right
for
on
talking
money.
about
So,
it. Tardsky doesn't care at
he
all.
was like, well, I
But
don't
yeah,
have
he
a
just
smoking
doesn't want.
gun
He
and
doesn't
drone
want
footage of
quote unquote
adolescents.
It doesn't matter. You
trauma
don't have
and
to.
intrigue or anything entertaining like that.
Here's the thing: you don't have to.
He's
say,
the
oh,
anti-Kino.
You could say
He's
everything I've
he's
seen,
not trying to
sickens
shut it down
me,
to
and I don't
cover
wanna be
for
part of it.
Flam.
Like,
He's
that
trying to
could
shut
be
it
the
down
end of
because
that.
it's Kino.
I don't know why it needs to be 4K drone footage of him fucking a child. It's just like
I don't
the
know.
lolicon, Shotacon, the lies, the associations, all this stuff.
That you covered
You wanna
up,
hang out with
that you
Flamenco,
were
do
okay
it.
with,
I
that
love
you
part of
weren't
it.
outraged
You don't
by.
want to be part of it. chat here doesn't want to fucking be part of it.
Meanwhile,
Right?
all of us were calling
How
for his
simple it is.
death,
And
his
here's the
violent,
thing is,
painful death.
people, like,
Every single
all
one
these
of the
all these
people
don't think
viewing
they're being
this
threatened per
and
se,
viewing the Kino
but the amount
Casino
of pressure
wanted to
it
see
takes to be
Flamenco
fucking, like,
put
shit
into
on
the
by
stockades
people or
and then
DM'd or
have his
questioned.
hands cut
Oh, yeah,
off
you and
before
I
we
do
burnt him
every
at the
fucking day.
stake.
Look at our own fucking chat, okay? Yeah, but we are so
And
used
then
to
we
the fucking
hang the
craziness
burnt
of
corpse,
online that for us,
folks.
like, it's over our head,
It would
right?
be better
I mean,
to
I'll
just
joke and
admit
scream
he
at chat
fucked
or
up. It
whatever,
would be.
or we'll make fun of him or something.
It's a lot
Whatever.
better.
But some people just don't want to even be fucking around that stuff. They're like, oh, it's too much pressure. We've been through immense pressure over and over, so we could be like,
No, you
fuck,
haven't.
yeah,
You
be
haven't
like, what are
faced
you
any
doing? What do you think
pressure.
about that?
You
Like,
faced people
listen,
putting
play the fucking
tomatoes
video.
in your
It's fucked
chat.
up. Fuck you.
You
Cut them
faced
off.
people
That's
making
why
fun
we
of
do
you
it.
falling
We're
asleep
covering for him.
fucking
Sure.
on the couch
I've had
drunk.
feelings. I've had suspicion.
Like, I faced more pressure fucking posting.
I have no problem.
I don't know, doing nothing, minding my own fucking
I would have zero
business.
issue with that. I just think he's fucked.
Like, anybody could face more pressure fucking
Alright,
going on the highway
Defender of the
or
film.
dealing with
Here's
your
his thoughts on
fucking
it right here.
family, you know?
It's a solid film. It's a good
Even
movie.
if you have a good relationship with your family.
They're pretty hot. You know, you can say whatever you want about me. It's not my fault. I didn't make them do that. They did that. He thinks young, prepubescent children are attractive. Now, in this clip, Mr. Girl claims the reason people are outraged by the film is not because of how it sexualized young children, but because men were turned on by the children and became angry with themselves.
Andy
Real sick,
Worski,
twisted shit.
his
some
skin
kind of a
is
gray
even
area, but,
thinner
I think a lot
than
of this
Ethan
is
Ralph's
that
most
people
stretched
are
out,
uncomfortable
fucking
putting on my kids.
stretch marked gunt crease. More stretched out, thinner than that most trained flesh. He thinks it's like a legitimate struggle where he's under the highest pressure because people make fun of him in the comment section, folks.
Because on some level, you know, they're kind of attractive.
No,
It's disturbing. You don't want it to be true, but
Yeah, I remember he was being like chill for a while, and that was like the. Wait, are you joking? Like I was like,
Ralph is
wait,
made of steel.
what?
When I say he's
That was, like,
thin-skinned,
the
I mean
whole-
sometimes the insults get to him and he goes off. Like it goes off at his chat or something. But with Worski, he takes it seriously 24/7. Ethan Ralph just lets off a little steam valve, which is fair. That's absolutely fair game. It's better than taking it out on your family, or turning to substance abuse, or being angry 24/7.
If you fucking like spoke to someone,
Ethan Ralph
or hung out
is
with, like, a buddy,
handling it very
and you found, like,
maturely
a sex
compared to
doll, like, child
Tardsky.
size, what goes through your head? Oh, it's not a real kid. No, you go. You run. You run. You tell people this guy's fucked. I hate this whole like.
You
well,
didn't.
real.
You were always
Yeah, but
against
it's-
us saying that he was fucked.
It's
Even
still the
PPP
fantasy. It's the
giving
idea.
watered down takes
What
about
the
him
fuck
being
is
fucked.
it's never a
You would
robot.
sweep up.
You know, that's what like the pedophile.
Yo,
like, or
Ekevin,
lolicon stuff. It's like,
Tardsky
well, I
cracked
don't
under pressure of a little bit of chat
He's turned out to
spam
someone
regarding
who's
his
screwed
abortion.
kids.
Absolutely. The chat spam, not even over the abortion, even over pausing or
Everybody knows that you defend the
talking
Norwegian
about the
pedophile
fight
that got
or
somebody to
something
fucking
like
kill
that.
themselves.
That was enough to push him over the edge.
And if
The
you
most
continue to
mild
defend the
ribbing,
Norwegian
or even just the
pedophile, like,
interrupting
tell him
early
it's
on
not
into
fucking
the
gay.
show.
Oh, I know what you're talking
Even
about.
that shit upset him.
Anyway.
And there was one more point I wanted to make.
He cracks under the pressure of fucking
I'll try to think
anything.
of it.
but it is. Not only does Flam go on to defend Mr. Girl, but he then defends Fido, saying that Fido's just posting all the pedo shit for attention. And he also says in this clip, it's okay if you're a pedophile, as long as you're getting help.
Stupid defense on Twitter. Make that L Flam. I don't know. For next part. Again, I kind of think that Null's position with whether or not you'll call somebody a pedophile is pretty good.
Like if somebody went into this chat saying, "Oh, you're like a cog capo," and like I have screenshots of you grooming 14-year-old girls or something, I wouldn't fucking go off onto the chat like Andy Worski. If I had his viewership, I would probably just acknowledge the fucking tomatoes and call them faggots. I wouldn't fucking hide from it and then be outraged after the fact and cope and seethe about it, and then ironically make a song about how I'm a
How we
pedophile.
did versus flamenco.
That's not how it would
Should
go
have just
down.
had this one clip.
I'd call them faggots, laugh it off, and that would be that. That's how you're supposed to handle this kind of the shit. The whole tomato thing, or whole movement could have lost its momentum if they knew how to just call somebody gay. That's how simple it could have
That's why
been.
the Mr. Girl thing, it shocked me. When he said that, in my mind, I'm like, oh, it's over. It's done. I win. He'll be now thrown away by the community. Apparently not. And this one line, it's like, what the fuck? You're okay with what? you're fucking defending Vito, talking about and Vito. Everyone's like, oh, Vito, he's a troll. He wants attention. When literally everything you talk about is pedophilia, that's fucked, buddy.
Okay with that.
All
If
you
are-
talk
if you're a
about
person
is your
that's like,
child
you're-
killing
you're-
and your
you're
sexual
thinking about
immorality
that, you're like, you know
and
what?
your time
I'm
at the
here,
fucking
sickness, I don't know
gym.
what's going on, and I'm going to remove myself so I don't be put in a position where I can hurt children. That part right there is fine. That part right there is fine. I don't know. Flame just stopped talking. Okay.
Yeah, even his own chat was just like, dude, like, just chill the fuck, like, stop. Holy fuck. Can we just say, like, fucking kids is wrong, you shouldn't be attracted to kids, and jerking off to
Listen, the issue is,
like,
the issue is, and why Flam still has viewers and has an audience, is because there's a lot of people out there like Flamenco. All these anime profile picture fucking degenerates that are all into it. They ironically defend pedophilia and fucking lolicon. They're the people that watch this shit. Normal people don't watch people like Flamenco because they get fucking weirded out.
Oh yeah, this is a very based thumbnail
Even
there.
people who are fucking, like, I'm not a completely normal fucking person by
You
any
need to
means.
bring back the
But let me
Jap
tell you,
hate.
I have no
folks.
interest in watching Flamenco because you can just tell from the fucking moment jump when you talk to him, he's a fucking creepy weirdo. Fucking creep.
Yeah,
When you look
yeah.
at him and you look at his
TVP is
physiognomy,
right here.
you know he's a fucking creep.
I'm not gonna,
Okay?
like I said
Look at
earlier,
fucking
I'm not gonna
pedophile
shit on
and murderer
Aston
and
if he's
dictionary.
making a valid
gonna look
point
a
about
lot like
Pedmenko.
I'm just saying. So he can sit here
Pedmenko
and
is fair
you
game
know,
for
there's no
even the
direct
worst of
evidence.
us.
Listen, buddy, I don't need 4K drone footage. Okay, I'm listening to this fucking
okay,
shit.
now Flam is sending me a fucking thing saying I'm cool with me, and I was telling him, yo, dude, I spent 30 minutes defending him after the show, right? I'm gonna read this out because he's been like naked or whatever, and I did because honestly,
Flamenco, you're in chat. If listen,
here's the thing: is wait,
Flamenco,
I'll
if you
explain
have
this. I'll explain this.
Shut the
Yeah,
fuck
I'll
up,
explain
Torch. You don't
The thing
interrupt
was,
Aston.
guys
Aston
watched
is
it, there was
as
no
boring as
evidence,
Aston is. He's
things
10
up.
times
So I
more
told
fucking
him, hey,
entertaining.
dude, like this
Even
fucked up.
murderers rejected
Like,
pedophiles. and
if they
those
are accusing you of a pedo, I didn't say you were a pedo. And he goes, no, it's all good, right? And then, okay, like play it by ear or whatever and see what's up. Flamenco, I backed you up for weeks while being yelled at by my chat because I didn't see any evidence. That's what happened there. Now what I'm seeing here is fucked up. Now that I see the evidence actually laid out in front of me. So don't act like, oh, I knew all this and defended you because I told my fucking chat I got shit for it.
But here's what's amazing, right? If there's nothing to see here, he's totally innocent. Why is he in the chat trying to defend himself? Why are his moderators in the chat trying to run damage control for him?
Well,
Why are
I'll
all these
play
people
devil's
I've never seen in
advocate
the
here.
chat
I hate to do
profile
this for
pictures
somebody
coming
as
in,
disgusting
defending
as
Lolicon?
Pedmenko,
Seems like you're
but
running
he's in the
an awful lot
chat
of
because
damage
you're
control for
attacking
something
him
that's a nothing
and you're
burger.
trying to
It
go
seems
after
like
his
people are
East
being
Lab
silenced.
career.
And
That's why he's defending you.
like,
That's what anybody
doxing,
would do.
contacting people's
He wants to get
parents,
on your
that's
show,
not
and you
beyond
won't let him on
He's
your
trying to
show.
do it to Xander
Later on, the
public.
chat is
So what do you
saying,
think's
please
going
let
on behind
Flamenco
closed
on, let him on
What do you think is
nonstop.
actually fucking
Both
happening?
his capos and the
Use your fucking
fans.
brain.
And they just
Yeah,
ignore
like,
it.
I
Could fucking cry, but
I fucking
They're
gave him the
afraid
benefit
to
of
let
the
this
doubt.
fucking
Everyone here knows
autistic
that.
35-year-old
And I messaged him, hey
pedophile
man,
on the show to
I
felt
backed you
him
up. I
like
was trying
Matt
to be fair.
Jarbo.
And
That's
I
how
said the recent
pussified the
thing,
fucking Kino Casino
was
is.
like that was like the fucked up thing, and that's what I think.
They're
I attacked
afraid
him.
to debate
The pedo
fucking
accusations, I'm like, nah, I had your
flamenco.
back. I did have his back. It was public, completely. I DM'd him right after the show. But now all this fucking shit's coming out. You're still friends with fucking Dimitri after this, that, the other, and now you're like, what? You're trying to say like I saw this and backed you up? I messaged you the fucking
It's
day after,
very
and I did
weak,
defend
exactly.
you on that day because it was
They
a
don't
botched
care about
fucking
content.
interview that
Worski
you guys
is the
did. No offense,
anti-Kino.
but whatever. It's all over now. Who cares? Our chat was fucking 67% was on Flamenco side. Remember how many subs we lost? Like 800 subs.
well, it was like 300. But
Or
we
400.
lost like in total between
And
that.
we lost
the
like
Power Town,
2,000
400.
subs, or
I think
like
Flam's still
three.
lost, like,
No.
1,000
It
subscribers
was
over
like
his
500 subs
So
over
he
the
really can't fucking say anything.
over the insane
Guy is
deranged
fucking
behavior
disgusting
that
fucking
you've done
weirdo.
towards
And
Godwinson
I know
after
he's
his
fucking doing
expose.
some weird, shady shit behind the scenes. And the gay
Not to
ops
mention
with
the,
Flam
the
are
slow
off
the
fucking
slow
charts.
bleeding death
Off
of
the
your
fucking charts.
donos.
We will do another poll on whether he's guilty or
In
innocent.
the
but I wanna play
comments
through
and
this
all
whole
the old
fucking thing
fans who are slowly being swept
because
up.
I want people to see
Ashton knows he can't debate
had to be-
live
had to be
just to make him
swept up
see that anyone can.
because Flam didn't
You're
want you to
absolutely
see.
right.
That's what
Aston, his
Poor
biggest
fucking
weakness
That
is
is
a
what
live debate.
And the
He's
question
unable
is,
to
like,
hold
there's
up
talk of,
beyond
Kenny
the
Farms
banter.
posts being fucking
And I'll admit, I'm
stuff
not
being
very
merged.
good in a live
I
debate
wouldn't be
scenario
surprised,
either.
because the sort of people that get to
But
be
that's not really what I'm
are the same
claiming
sort
to
of
do,
people that are Flamenco
or what
fans.
I'm.
Like, let's
That's
be
not
real.
what I'm here for.
So I have no fucking clue.
I don't
but
think I
think
can
there's some
perform very
shady
well
shit afoot.
myself.
I really
I
Yeah, I'm
feel
gonna remove him
like I'm not
from
articulate
Discord.
enough, and I don't
I
have
said my piece
my
on that.
ideas
I said you heard me.
or
I actually
organized
got
well
because
enough
you watched
to
and all this shit.
successfully debate in
All
a
I can
manner
say,
like
Flem,
that.
and by the
But
way,
VPP, he won't
fucking-
admit that. He won't say that he's just here to be a heckler anymore. That's what he used to
like,
be.
honestly,
He
like,
used to be a
dude, if you wanna
loud and
watch
proud
Raleigh do all this
heckler.
weird shit, like, you do
Yeah,
you.
nothing's
I
wrong
don't
with
wanna be
taking
part of it.
an
I
L
wanna
if
be
you make it
involved. I
funny.
think it's sick and
Exactly.
disgusting.
But his
Don't try to
ego
act
is
like
so
I'm
into this
cool
shit.
with you
He
watching
takes it so
Molly
seriously.
or whatever,
He still has
okay?
like a blood
And I
feud
never
with
even once
Surfer.
said you fucking kid
He's
or
so
you're a
fucking
pedophile.
mad about this
Even in
shit.
this fucking
He
stream.
doesn't let anything
As in-
go.
Well, now it's very.
He legitimately wants to
the
ruin Ethan
eyebrows are
Proud's
raising,
life.
But I personally think that Shotokan and Lolicon and all that bullshit.
No, it doesn't matter what
is
you
fucking
personally
disgusting.
think. It matters what
And
is
to me,
true.
it's
And what is true
pedophilia.
is that they're
I don't
pedophiles.
say,
If
like,
they
it's
look at that, they're pedophiles and they should be
These
killed.
things aren't the
It doesn't
literal
matter what your personal
dictionary-
opinion is.
What's
Your
the dictionary
personal
term?
opinion doesn't
Oh,
matter.
so it's not,
The truth is what
No,
matters.
you have to be a real kid. No, but in my brain, you
We don't care
fucking
about your
watching
brain.
videos of
We
this or
don't
that
care about
is
what the
wrong.
law says.
Pedophilia, so
The
that's-
law says that I can't walk up to a sex offender and shoot him in the head. But that would be the moral thing to do.
Fuck out of here. Hang on. Don't fucking message me on Discord, Flam. We're fucking done, dude. Like, just honestly. And by the way, you fucking lied to us. You lied to me about the fucking.
If anything, Tarnsky's opinion makes the pedophiles' fucking side look better.
You lied about banning him. You lied about fucking not being friends with fucking Dimitri.
Wasn't a friend of the show, we were told right to our faces. But he knew right well there was a clip out there that directly contradicted him. The only thing that saved Flam was our own incompetence, which we have to own up to, and I have owned up to on several occasions.
Well, at least they admit
This is
that.
when me
I
and
have
God
to
was
give it to
spring
Aston.
first, like, it's
At
open and
least
shut
he's
case,
admitting
which
that
it
that
really
was an
is.
incompetent
It is an open
show.
and shut case.
And I
And
watched
the reality
like
of it
30
is
minutes
Franco
of
is
this
fucking
segment last night
because he knows he's
before
fucked.
bed.
The thing is, he lied to us.
And they
about that
don't
shit,
shit
right?
on Godwinson. They
Well,
managed
the
to not
fucking
shit on
thing and this and that and
Godwinson after
And then
that
he
one
spent-
time.
Oh, well,
Like
he lied
20
about the
minutes
pegging
ago.
Stuff. Remember, he lied to my face initially about wanting to get pegged. Then he admitted, yeah, he wanted to get pegged.
Yeah.
He lies about everything constantly. Lies by omission. Lies
So
by
maybe
obfuscation,
PPP knows
right,
that what he
fucking
was
lies
doing
that
to
he
Godwinson was
contradicts by
immoral and
evidence.
shit.
But we're supposed to believe
And
whatever story
underhanded.
changes to now. Whatever the line of defense is now.
But he's not
Just
going to
the goalposts
apologize
keep
or own up to
moving,
it. He'll just
moving
slow
with
down
him.
the pace
And I
of
just
the
don't have
attacks on
patience for it.
Godwinson.
No, I'm
I
done
just
with
don't
it.
have
Yeah.
the patience for it. Like, it's retarded.
And
It's just like I have.
no, hang on. Someone said Gorski had the info given to him. No, I didn't. I came home from the fucking gym.
Look at his fucking
I sat down,
insane
I did a fucking
eyes.
show that I wasn't
He has
prepared
these
for.
fucking
No one said
like
open
killer
this,
eyes.
open this, They had
Like
to do the mega thing,
Sanpoco
but there was, like,
fucking
a million
eyes,
things in it,
dude.
and no one said open up
He's
anything.
so
Our chat
intense.
was
He looks
pissed
like
at
he could
us.
kill you. He
What
looks
am I
like he
gonna
would
do, research
fucking
during the
smash your
fucking
head
show?
into the
What is
wall.
happening? Fuck
He looks
off.
like you'd kill you American History
But I
X
just have no
style.
interest in having this guy lie to my face again.
Well,
I'll be honest.
well, you fucking.
Oh, do you know every
If Andy
intricate
Worski
detail
looked
of
at
my
that,
Discord server?
I would
If
shoot
not, then
him.
I'm
I would
innocent.
shoot him before he got within like
No, but
We're not
7
playing-
yards
we're not
of me.
playing this game anymore.
He would be
We're not playing.
dead. I would be in
We're
fear
not
for my
playing
life.
You lied to us, and then spent
Legitimately.
every single day fucking raiding our chat, dislike bombing us, talking shit for like
He's that
weeks.
fucking offended by a few
Gaslighting us, making us
dislikes
feel like
and
we're-
negative
maybe
comments.
we're-
And they're not by
we're wrong,
Pedbenko or
fuck
his
up.
supporters.
It's over
They're
now.
by people like us.
I'm
They're
figuring
by
it
the
out. Dude, I don't
viewers.
care anymore. Figure it out, dude, okay? You talk shit about us and said we were lying in this when it turns out you were lying the whole time. Like, okay, fuck off, dude. That's it. Cool.
I can assert that what is non-offending mean? Never touch a kid, never look at TV. If you're into kids, there's only one solution. To which Vito says, non-offending means we understand breaking the existing laws is a no-no. As long as Vito is taking precautions, like necessary precautions to remove himself from being anywhere near children, good for him. We understand inclusive. And when you have kids who understand, yeah, probably. I don't know. Fair enough. I don't have kids. I don't. Listen, I can't. Whatever. Then someone says, quote unquote, we, and he says, we, period. So him, Max Carson, definitely pedophiles, passes the test. I would shoot both of them, and I would sleep like a fucking baby. I would sleep better after shooting them
The
than
person's like, I'm lying. You know how many DMs like at a fucking day? You think I have to read? I have to open up every fucking DM and see thousands of things?
I don't know, man.
Anyway, he's just trying to.
Let's just.
I don't even see his screenshot before.
Listen, I just am not going to deal with the derailments. Let's just play this.
Yeah.
Let's just play. Is just only happy when he is in the hot seat, when he is like negative attention on him. Vito definitely needs help, but like I don't know.
And Kaylin, thank you for the 10. Appreciate it. Love ya. Appreciate the support.
I don't know. Maybe I'm having like a fucking retard take or whatever, but I don't know.
You think?
And then they just fucking hang out in the chat like, hey guys, I'm also being called a pedophile. This is clever. Listen, if Vito or Mr. Girl, especially Mr. Girl, after saying that he was attracted to cuties, says, oh, by the way, I just got a position in daycare or whatever, I'd be fucking alarmed. All right? I would not be comfortable. I would not be happy with this situation. I would not be comfortable with the situation at all. All right? Like I don't know. That's like the best way for me to explain it. I don't know. Where you hang out, listen. I just don't feel comfortable with signing a death sentence to people with like right, or some shit. I don't know. What's being called pedophiles? And the only person who has, because Ralph did the thing about this. He kind of just to make it all about Jim, which is just stupid and joyless. The only person who had a different take on this was Kino Casino.
There's Candy. Andy is back indeed.
By the way, this is the post that's being mentioned by Josh.
My fucking ears
Flam's
popped
watching on
again.
stream.
It must have been because I moved.
Authentic
I'm not going to
we
dox
understand
myself or
breaking the existing
anything
laws is a
there.
no-no.
But there was some
Here,
pressure
Flam defends Vito
difference.
some more, saying he's just an attention whore, guys.
I said this already, because like at some point I'll probably be inside like another conversation I have with this girl or whatever. Dude, I don't fucking care. I legit do not fucking care, okay? I do not care if I'm on a live stream with another person that people have issues with. I genuinely do not give a shit. I genuinely do not give a shit. Now, Mr. Girl is weird. He says really fucking weird shit, and I don't fully trust him. Vito, on the other hand, is just a fucking contrarian attention whore. He is nothing but a person who seeks to go and like rile up people because they have heartfelt beliefs on certain things. That is the only purpose that Vito has. He is 100% contrarian. He is 100% trying to get a rise out of people. That is 100% his MO for every single fucking interaction that he has. He goes against the grain. Again, don't fuck up.
There's
Is
no
there a
possibility in Flam's mind he could be trying to shift the Overton window to make pedophilia just jokes,
It could be.
or more
It
socially
could be,
acceptable.
but I feel
That
fine
doesn't occur to me,
otherwise.
even
Yeah.
though I know for a fact
Or
he's
it
heard
could
that
just be
argument.
allergies.
Probably
It is
like a
summertime
million
after
fucking
all.
times. No, it's just he's being contrarian. He's just being a troll.
I don't know. I can't give you any more benefit of the doubt, bro. I just can't. I can't associate with someone.
And nothing a hot cup of tea ain't gonna fix.
I watch anime. I'm already taking your eyes. It's whatever, dude. You can, whatever. It's fine. I don't fucking care. I genuinely don't care. I genuinely don't care. Isn't that an old stream? That stream is like 2 months old. That stream is something that Augie invited me on to because he was going on to the thing that had Link and Mr. Girl talking about whether or not porn is an addiction. And the important thing to kind of understand about that is Mr. Girl was getting kind of irritated with me because I wasn't like fully embracing lollipop shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, hey, you know what? If characters stated to be like 15 years old and that, like I feel a little bit different with the word.
Oh, his deflection voice is very painful. Like, I'm not sure exactly what I could compare it to, but it just sounds like so weak and soy-filled and snake-like. It just feels dirty. Chicken noodle soup and a shot of brandy. Sounds damn good right now. I like the cheaper brandies myself. I like a St. Remy or a... I'm blanking on it, but it's the other one in the same price range. Like $14 for a decent bottle of brandy versus like the $50 Hennessy the Black's. Like,
The stream drags on.
it's just a
Flam starts
fucking
getting angry and has a
scam.
huge meltdown.
Actually, in Africa, like proper black people with decency, and like not Sri Lanka, but Senegal, and countries like that, in French West Africa, they really like those brandies like Saint Remy and shit. Yeah, he's trying to talk to soy authority. That's a very good way to put it. Where he tries to be all like haughty, like he knows that he's talking just by speaking fast and with a little bit of confidence. More like the confidence of like a geeky fucking teacher than the confidence that you get out of like a police officer or like a doctor or a politician or something.
I'm like, you know what? Pebbles was like, in my racial position of this, and it was like really fucking sauce. That's it. I'm not gonna call him a fucking pedophile. And this person fucking hates me. I don't fucking care. Yeah, if I'm like doing like if I'm constantly in group chats with Mr. Girl and Vito and like constantly talking, hey guys.
But how do we know he's not in group chats with Mr. Girl? He's willingly gone on his show and had Mr. Girl on his own show multiple fucking times there. Like he's at least an associate of Mr. Girl by default, if not a friend. I would say he's allied with Mr. Girl and Vito 100%.
That's why I fucking said about Tux. He's Tux admitted to fucking touching his sister. That's the reason. Did Mr. Girl ever say that he touched the kid or touched his sister? Did Vito ever say he touched the kid or touched his sister? No, that's a fucking threshold.
Indeed, birds of a feather, they flock together.
Flam later in the stream has a friend join him in a call. His friend tries in vain to get Flam to ban Vito from his chat, but it's like pulling teeth.
Was Ricada panel Mr. Girl? So is he guilty by association? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows?
I don't believe in guilt by association.
I'm not even saying I wanted to contact with Vito. That's like the fucking weird thing. It's like, oh, you need to see banned for your chat. I don't know.
Well, I'm saying, like, yeah, I'm just saying everyone hates him. He's annoying in the chat. Yeah, it's like, he's just annoying.
Yeah, I know he's annoying. But like annoying,
We've banned annoying people before. People have gotten banned and are people being annoying. So
that's true.
Right. It seems right to ban Vito. He's not funny. He's just annoying.
I think my battery's getting a little low. I'll plug it in a minute, but I'm thinking the stream is probably going to be over before the 2 hour mark. Maybe 15 minutes, maybe
I think it's
20,
fair
30 minutes.
to
I
ban
don't know.
because Vito sucks. He has nothing. Yeah, I personally, I don't fault you for like going on random streams and he's just there. Like I think that's ridiculous. He was trying to say like you were being like friends with him too. That's just wrong. That's not what you were doing. No, either. It's not. Like there's some obvious stuff Josh was just wrong about. But I do agree with Mr. Girl and Vito genuinely suck. There's no redeeming qualities. I wish they
I will say that like the needless instigation of like just utter chaos in the chat and constantly causing people to like get mad is like a viable reason to get rid of them. I will concede on that. That is like 100% a reason why to go through that. I think with Vito specifically, if he constantly instigates on chat and constantly, well, no, I never said this, I never said that, or whatever. Like like at a certain point, if he starts like causing enough like fucking autism to the point that the chat is like constantly going on, and that I think that might actually be a viable reason to ban it.
Yeah.
Whereas like if like I'm on a Stardust thing and Stardust has Mr. Girl on, I'm not
No,
gonna
I
never
never do that.
Like I'm not agreeing with Mr. Girl. I'm not like constantly like ball laughing Mr. Girl or anything like that. I don't know. I'm not gonna be a slave to like what people who already fucking your
It's a very immoral thing
now,
for
it
you
would
to
be
do.
such a shock if it was just a one-off thing.
Well,
It chalk up
it
to bad
obviously,
taste. But in an older clip, Flam defended Vito again by
No,
saying
never.
he's not a pedo, but just a pedo apologist. Magic potion, because I'm using magic so much in this fight.
It's not true.
Isn't that still bad?
Obviously, it's really fucking bad.
I don't think Vito is a pedophile. I don't think that Vito's a pedophile at all. Apologist maybe, but he's just kind of a fucking libertarian spur. I don't know. I don't fucking
dip.
hate Vito. He's
It's
a little bit of an
dip
edgelord, but
spit.
he's fine. Anyway.
I'm pouring dip
Flam,
spit
a pedo
over paper
apologist is just
towels
as bad
and
as a pedo.
smoking it.
What was he thinking? Flam has doubled down on his bad takes, has defended Vito and Mr. Girl more than once, and says he doesn't care if he's on streams with these people in the future. Let me just say, no, Flam, you absolutely should care, and you shouldn't want anything to do with any of these people. I will never be on a stream with any of these people, and if I ever see any of these people in my chat, I'm going to ban them immediately. Now, before we get into the last story in connection, I want to briefly cover Flam's meltdown over a song joking about him being a pedo. It's important to note, no one attacked Flam for being a degenerate, just for being a hypocrite. So some guy called Salvo Pancakes commissioned a song about him.
I commissioned Mike the Bike
Nah,
to
no, I'm
make
not
a
that
song. So this
based.
song is about our good friend Flamenco.
This is honestly quite tame compared to an MC Jarbo or Liquid Richard remix. But Flam lost his shit over
Yeah,
it.
yeah. If I wanted to do myself any favors, I indeed would need it.
Mike doesn't actually think you're pedophile. Do you think that?
Okay, so like it's okay.
I don't think I can finish it honestly, but how much time is
Shit
left?
like this, like, we joke about everything. We say about
They have about half an hour
Like, yeah,
left,
I've ever
so
called you a pedophile.
I may be okay, but that definitely would help.
But here's the thing, pause.
I have a drink
It's okay to
instead.
fucking call Jarbo a pedophile. It's okay to go after Pantsu over Lolicon. It's not okay when it happens to Flamenco. Does nobody else see the double standard here from like the same group of people who fucking crucify Pantsu over the Lolicon and consider her a pedophile? We don't have smoking gun proof Pantsu's molested child.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to matter because she's
It doesn't
riding
matter at
Ralph,
all.
right? But
He
Flamenco
asked him absolutely right. Like,
for years.
we don't need a
Literally
smoking
washed his
gun.
balls for
What
years.
we need a
Somehow
long
it's okay
history
because
of
he turned on it now
circumstance
shoved it
and
in the wall with Daddy Jim.
screenshots and your
Shouldn't be expected to have to
behaviors.
put up with the shit Jarbo put up with or Pantsu. He's judged by a different standard because he's a holy cow, blessed by Father Jim. I don't think so, Flam.
We get
I really
shit.
don't.
Like that's the thing. When you're online, you get shit. You know, like that's how it rolls. We got shit for the Flab stream, the failure of the Flab stream for how like a month, 3 weeks or something, like brutally, right?
Oh yeah.
You know, obviously me, aim, all that fucking bullshit. You know, he just paused.
I'll be right back. I need to take a
From our own
quick piss
viewers.
again, folks.
Wasn't like the whole point of the song like about how he's like the fucking Memphis Vito or something with Faith or something, and I don't know.
Well, he makes like direct he makes direct allusions like barely legal. So I don't know.
Well, I mean that would kind of insinuate it.
They're legal. It's not legal.
I mean, then why even call it out? Why even say they're illegal?
Because like a lot of people were saying that like it's weird that a like 35-year-old dude is banging.
Okay, here's some lyrics from MC Jarbo. As the kingpin of the fucking keto ring, I'm from the Bible Belt. I get the kids young, and I got my own church.
This is ridiculous. He called him a pedophile. Yeah, he did.
He definitely did.
So
You don't think like it's, I mean, you don't think it's just like a fucking meme or like Mike doesn't actually think you're a pedophile. Do you think
okay, so like it's okay when people. No, I want to ask you, Nick. I want to ask you, Nick.
Shakedown.
You gonna listen? If during like a really really bad time, somebody's like actively calling somebody like that like a pedophile or something, and then somebody goes into their DMs and tells them to go fucking kill themselves, you think that might be like a little bit different?
And not do something about it. Some people cry online. Oh my god,
Nick, you're the one that fucking says that like, oh, I'm harassing your buddy Xanderhall. So like, which one is it? Is it Nick, you fucking literally Xanderhall. Nick, you literally.
Oh no! Pedminko 100% gives a fuck about Xanderthal. He wants to ruin his fucking life. He wants to make his fucking mother hate him. And I guess you could say it's fair game because he is a communist. He does deserve to be shot.
same time.
But at the same time, it's a very gay precedent to set as a quote-unquote celeb to target people's families and make them your fucking villain of the week like this.
Like, oh, somebody's pushing back against me so mildly and saying, hey, you know what? He actually might have some culpability in this, apparently. Apparently, the factor is also supposed to make sure
Fucking Pedmenko's yelling like the biggest fucking faggot in the world. Oh my god, he takes it so seriously, folks.
He did it trending with all the buzz around him. Now with that out of the way, let's get back into this sick, wicked, tangled web. Let's talk about another sick fuck. The sickest of them all, Mr. Cynical, who is connected to Dimitri Monroe. Now to clarify, Flam is only loosely connected to Dimitri, as far as I know, through Spooky Weed Trash. However, Spooky is friends with both of them. And Dimitri is friends with Mr. Cynical. And I can prove it. Now you've come this far, but if you're easily sickened and don't want to punch a hole through your screen, if you haven't already, then close the video now.
All this talking is making me start foaming at the mouth like a fucking madman. I need to get some ice water.
This is Mr. Cynical, a YouTuber and sick fuck that needs a 9mm cure for what he has done. Mr. Cynical used to post on Chan-style message boards and went by Rikafag, or used quotes as his username. He would brag about having CP, torturing his sister, and he thankfully stopped just short of fucking her, as far as I know. And in this post here, you can see how stable and sane Mr. Cynical is by saying, I look forward to reading about him in the news after they find the bodies of children under his floorboards and in the walls. Here we can see Mr. Cynical bragging about sharing pictures of his sister's feet, and not only has he shared pictures of her feet, but he shared other images of her with other pedophiles as well. He brags that they're not CSEM material, and so legally he can't.
I think we need some levity here. I'm just gonna do some. I'm gonna do a Kino break. Can you start a video like Cokeman does appeal to Kino? Yeah, I can do some. I can do something like that. Maybe that'll be a good idea. For a video tomorrow or the next day. I'll have to think. I'll have to put some thought into that. It's not something I'll do off the cuff, but yeah, that sounds like it'll be a Kino fucking idea. I'll have to watch some Cokeman videos there. That's
things first.
We're gonna just watch a fucking Chad here for a few minutes.
Like this work best. Try to get all the dog food.
This
off
guy's
it.
fucking fed smoker.
And
okay, yeah,
Pepsi,
I could probably do that.
Taking notes. Now, somewhere on a white lighty, folks.
Look at this guy. He's gonna
This
cut
is
his
probably
fucking
going
tooth
to
out of his head.
Hurt just a little bit. It's gonna hurt.
We need a fucking
so
break
bear
from
with
all
me.
this awful casino shit.
What's nice about this knife here is the tip's been broke off, so I'm going to bear with me.
No, fuck. This guy's a fucking Chad, dude. He doesn't give a fuck about anything. Nobody needs a dentist.
Wait,
Oh,
wait.
buddy.
Cut my lip. Okay, wait up. Wait. We're parked illegally. Quick. Quick.
Look at this fucking dog, dude. It's a badass dog. Shit, man. I don't know. Maybe I sound like an asshole laughing, but like, what the fuck? It's awkward, dude. He got it. You see, he fucking got the thing, man. He fucking got it.
Oh, God, I think I got it. Oh, fuck. Look at that bad tooth, folks.
Oh,
Look at
shit,
that
man.
fucking thing. That's the way you do it at Falcon Car Wash. Dude,
He's also a police impersonator.
I'll have to pull his ass over. You're on the grass, buddy.
Yeah, what's up? Not much. I'm just watching some Fed smokers. A quick break before I get into the Kino Casino again. I'm watching them pull over some government fucking pigs.
Hi. Can you tell me the speed limit out here, my dear brother?
Well, it's marked on the signs.
60.
Well, it's variable.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's right here. It's typically 60.
Yeah.
What's going on with the
Oh, I clipped you in going like 75.
You would?
I clipped you in. I'm not a cop. I was filming you do about 70.
You know what?
This guy's fucking amazing. Let me pull up one of his better videos.
You were flying, brother. Okay, what's your name, anyways?
What's your name?
I'm Colonel Peterson. I was just wondering how you passed me so easy. Then you just flew right by me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. I don't know if you're allowed to do that or not. Where is this a government position? Walgreens, Americans. Been shopping here for about 3 months. They haven't been being very kind here in Council Bluffs.
I'm gonna get back into the casino in just a second here.
Feeling my shopping now. I'll be putting everybody on the net as baby rapers.
But I fucking love this guy.
I think the pigs might have got to them here. They feel like they get away with that with me. I'll put your fucking chief on the net as baby rapers. I get snubbed one more time out of the store. You watch and see, bitches. I'm putting this dog on the net as a baby raper, too. You fucking baby raper! You fucking baby raper!
Okay. Let's get back into the casino, I guess. Thanks for making the Christorian X video. You wanted to know a little bit more about the lore. I don't even know how he was caught. Yeah, I feel like I could have... I probably could have done a more in-detail video about the dude if I, like, wrote down notes or fucking put effort like that into it. But I think I tried to cover everything there was to cover. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was pretty off the cuff.
You'll burn all your bridges with your friends. You'll have lost more than I have. Maybe admit defeat. Well, I've already won. LMAO. So
Yeah, he's a guy who really needs to be A-Log.
They know Rikafag, aka Mr. Cynical, and they confirm
Absolutely.
they do know each other and want to date. Dimitri is told in this DM about Mr. Cynical's child sex tourism, and Dimitri acts surprised by posting a little scared emoji. Dimitri is asked to confirm if Mr. Cynical goes by Rikafag or uses quotes as his username. And he
I
confirms
should be
that he
saving
does.
some videos for moments of levity in these streams because I'd imagine they get pretty boring. I try to rewatch them at times when I need some background noise. Yeah. If it's Kino Casino streams night, I feel like it'll be a little more enjoyable with a break or two.
This is his voice, and admits that this is too much detail for a joke. So after being handed this news, turns out Dimitri stayed friends with Mr. Cynical. Here in this video, you can see that indeed Mr. Cynical is still friends with Dimitri on Discord. While I can't prove they've talked, I highly doubt they haven't talked in over a year. Here we go. There's Dimitri's account. Paste the friend code. It's being pasted. Find them mutuals. Oh, look, it's Rika. It's Mr. Cynical, who's still friends with Dimitri.
It's just a fucking training harem of pedophiles or something. I don't know what's up. But Pedmenko, he's associated with so many fucking troons here.
Not even simple. Well, if it's true, then that's fucked up. Here we see Mr. Cynical responding to the super chat, meaning he either watches Flam streams or someone watching Flam tipped him off. Here we can see him saying, "They'll have to pay more to make people care." Well, guess what, faggot? I care. So someone posted the video of Mr. Cynical's confession to Twitter. The story is, years ago, Mr. Cynical was tricked into a voice call of people pretending to be pedos and got him to admit that he flew to Thailand to fuck little kids. Get ready to receive some Holy Spirit.
I'm sure he absolutely fucking did. That sounds like the kind of scumbag he is. That's the kind of person Pedmenko is, too.
It was like Bangkok or something. No, that's China. I'm not in Thailand. My friend, we got to just went to Bangkok.
Being terminally online is on top of having a rough pass lead you down a dark road. You're absolutely correct. That's how a lot of these pedophiles are formed. They have a traumatic childhood or something, and then they turn to being terminally online fuck-ups, and that's a rabbit hole they're led down. It's sad, but you can't feel bad for them at a certain point. They're sick, and they need to be dealt with.
I thought this guy was a mod in Flam server.
No, this is like a connection to a connection. You know what I mean? A bit like tougher connected to Flam, but it does prove that Dimitri was,
It's just, but it's like how many guys in this circle?
Yeah.
Here, like how many of them are we?
I'm trying to be charitable, but it's very difficult, obviously. So
yeah, I mean, I appreciate you trying to be somewhat charitable. At this point, I'm pretty fucking pissed.
Yeah.
And there's a couple.
Of course, fucking Kardsky is going to cover for these pedophile scumbags. It's no fucking surprise. That's just part for the course of him. He's going to cover up for fucking Flamenco because shitting on Flamenco would be entertaining. Therefore, worse, you can't have it happen.
It's not upon me to fucking, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll get more on the ball. We'll get more on the ball with this shit. But it's so complicated, and there's so much obfuscation going on from all of Flamenco's.
No. It's not that complicated. You just call it as you see it. We see Flamenco as a pedophile, so we're going to call him a pedophile. That's just how it fucking is. We don't need to fucking tiptoe around the facts. We have the truth on our side.
2 years ago?
Well,
3 years ago? No, 3 years ago?
Dime for 20 says he appreciates the content tonight. Classic horizontal PPP tonight. Hilarious.
Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate
that.
Bad love, thank you.
I should make a cup of coffee or something here soon, folks.
We just didn't. Yeah, there was 3 girls in the room. I fucked the girl.
Xena's about to put me to sleep.
I just wanted to give me a blowjob and started pointing, fuck the other girl. Fuck the other girl. It's fucking laugh. Just fucking annoying. And I just lost all my fucking boners. And this girl just started patting me on the fucking back. It's really fucking annoying. And after that, she gave me another blowjob and I fucked the other girl. And I wanted to fuck the third girl. It's already spent. It was 30 minutes or half an hour. 45 minutes, I can't remember. Then the fucking lady came. She's like, your time is you. It's bullshit. And I had to leave.
How does he feel so comfortable telling people that?
I fucking clicked off by accident.
Daisy chain?
I don't want to hear
Oh,
this
it's not
shit.
something you can control?
I honestly don't want to even hear this shit.
You didn't choose to be attracted to kids. That's fine. Please face the wall.
So how did Rika Fag, aka Mr. Cynical, respond to all of this? By saying it's slander and a gay op. I was informed from a friend on Twitter that users from this chan are the ones responsible for my harassment. You fuckers are calling me a pedo for liking
You
lolicon.
can't harass fucking a pedophile like Flamenco. You can only call him out. There's no fucking harassing this person. Like, you're informing the public of his fucking crimes.
And now you want to take that away from me? For what reason? What have I ever done to you?
You're a pedophile. We've done is he's put our children at risk, and for that you need to fucking die.
Before you discount it all, I don't believe these two are doing this for clout or just making shit up. They hardly have any followers and now have gone quiet. I think they're just pedo hunters using burner accounts.
What's wrong with that? Why is it so? Why is he saying it like it's a shameful thing to be a pedophile hunter? If I was to make an account on fucking, I don't know, whatever they use, Craigslist or Grindr, and say I'm like a 14-year-old boy, and I fucking break somebody's legs with a rifle butt, how am I a bad guy?
This particular clip in the drive. Flamenco guessing the age of anime characters based
Unless you're like a liberal who believes in like quote unquote law and order within the confines of our current system, there's no way you can shit on something like that, which I'm sure Flamenco is.
Orihime from the anime Bleach.
The feds are looking into that. I highly doubt that they're looking into any of this Flamenco shit. It's small fry to them. Even if you could ignore people saying like, "Oh, the feds are going to cover up for pedophiles because they're all raping babies and shit." Even ignoring that, they wouldn't go after Flam and his company because they're just such a small fry. They'd rather go after like open child pornography rings and shit like that. They don't really care about the creeps on Telegram or WhatsApp of like 5 or 15 pedophiles sharing images. Unless it's like a local police department that catches it. The feds are fucking lazy more than they're malicious at a certain
point. A little bit more sus than the other. And
listen to how gleeful he is.
Well, the right wing doesn't support vigilante justice either. We just believe the laws are too lax. Well, I mean, vigilante justice is not ideal by any means. You could definitely go into it for a while on plenty of solutions. It would be fine to have a local militia to take care of those matters, or a
remaining 17%
military police formation or something made up of citizens of that locality to address those matters harshly. Which it would take, and you would need a swift effort to do that before you enshrine it into law, because otherwise these people could go into hiding quite easily. You need a special military operation, indeed.
Yeah, so by fucking like the thing tied to my channel instead of just an alt account or whatever. Like, yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
And you can do these things under the guise of community policing, because that's in fact exactly what it is. If you load some good old boys up in the pickup truck, you're representing the community more than any fucking Chicago police officer with their mayor's car.
Was it act age?
He
Oh,
just
no,
happens to know.
Never mind.
Just happens to know this very, very specific case of German pedophile law.
He always
Very
does. That's how all
interesting,
these
the sort of people
pedophiles
that
are.
live
They
surrounded
quote like the French and German intellectuals of like the 20s or the 50s supporting their fucking pedophilia nonsense. They get felted either way, but they want the guise of intellectualism.
Malcolm Chan.
Yeah. The right wing, it's absolutely a broad spectrum. Fascism, it absolutely is in line with, vigilante, quote unquote, is more how I'd put it. Like, vigilante justice is never the ideal, but it's absolutely righteous and justifiable
Well, I don't know, folks. I think that's all
when the
for today.
political
We've been
system
going
isn't
for
in line with on what
I
is
think I rest
just.
my case, to be honest with you. I am. The poll says 85, 84%.
Because when the state is not just, that means the state is not of the people, and when the state does not represent the people, it's completely invalid.
The only people
I don't
still
need to
voting
turn
are
this into a
fucking
political rant or
Flames
anything.
Flames fucking
That's not what
Discord
this
that are
show's
up at 5
about.
in the morning running gay damage control ops. That's what's going on. So I don't know what fucking to say.
Once the
But
government
again, that was
allows
fucking
your
really
children
disgusting
to be raped with
and
no
very embarrassing for
consequence,
Flam,
then
for
it's,
people
I
who
feel
defend
like
Flam.
it's your duty
And I
as
kind
a
of like
human
that
being,
fucking
as a
legitimate
Christian, as a
because
parent,
Flam is fucking
is
I'm
anything
I'm
really
sorry.
to do
I
something
really
about
wish
it.
that it was set up better. Like
we fucked it.
We had-
Me, Godwinson and I fucked it. That's the reality.
if I had been in the call and we had gone over everything and all that stuff, maybe things would be a lot different. But what are you gonna do? You did say ultimately.
Yeah, we have an internet militia now. It's a real thing. It's a big time threat.
Sure,
We're all on a watch list this time.
anime, lollies, Shotacons.
I've succeeded in entrapping two people. How much money do I get from the feds for two people? Is it like fucking? Is it like a Big Mac? No, that's too much. It would be like a fucking single cheeseburger, like a quarter ounce. I mean, a quarter pound patty.
Commentary community, but not even for this. It was like for like I don't know if you saw like Augie's. Augie did a whole breakdown on. Like this fucking weird.
More of a terrorist threat to the League of Legends ladder than you'll be to the state. Yeah, probably.
And at a certain point, it's like, look, we revealed, like we exposed it because people.
Even the best militant.
Put it in the fucking headline.
Whatever. I don't need to Fed
I didn't think it was
post.
gonna be a fucking hour and 20 fucking minute video. I thought it was like the historian X thing only, basically. I didn't think it was like this crazy deep of a fucking web. And ultimately, I just don't want to be involved with it. Like, you know what I mean?
I sent you
Yeah, political ideologies are more of a
wash the
meme.
taste of that out of our fucking mouths. Here's a clip.
Whatever you're replying to, it didn't show up in this chat, so maybe it's like auto filtered out on my end or something.
Oh, this is great. This is great. You want to end with this? All right, guys. Like, let's shake it off. All right.
I don't know, but I've definitely noticed people replying to things or something like that haven't shown up on my end of the chat. I am on top chat. What the fuck? I don't know how I didn't notice that.
From him, and apparently he's not supposed to have. Guy walks back into his house.
My
calls the
apologies.
police, and this is the police cam footage when they arrive. Okay, here we go.
That's actually a major oversight. I'm pretty annoyed because I enjoy reading the chat a lot.
Why wouldn't you show me your ID when I got here? Don't move forward. Look, you didn't ask for it. Get on the ground. We'll figure it out. Not getting on the ground. Well, then stay where you're at. I'll stay where I'm at. Fine. Why do you got to make this harder than it is?
Well, yeah, the left obviously doesn't support law and order, but you could say they're okay with the law and order of today's system as long as they're party. When they have permission from the powers that be to violate the current laws, it's okay, but otherwise I think they should.
Who do you think you are? Get on the ground.
Most ideologies are pretty nihilistic these days anyways.
Do not reach for your leg.
Whatever.
Keep your
It's a
hands
waste
up.
of time to talk about it. It's a pretty boring subject.
Go get on the ground.
Oh, you didn't realize people were using these terms like gay and PDF until they realized the top chat's filtering? Oh yeah, you have to be very careful. You have to pick your words wisely. I actually have a Cyrillic keyboard like on my mobile phone. So like if you swipe the keyboard to the side, you could type in like a Cyrillic I or E or something if you want to like name the Jews or call somebody a faggot or whatever on the comments. So that's one way that I'll help with the filtering. Okay. And the show's over, really. They have like 5 minutes left of it. Oh my god, okay. They have Andy Borski's new song. I think I'm gonna play that and wrap up the show because the Kino Casino is done and I feel like we're getting to a natural conclusion here. And my computer's gonna run out of battery in a few minutes.
Hollering hog from West Virginia, screaming on his streets.
Oh, I'm gonna do it to
His
you.
horse pride watches over
I'm not gonna. You're gonna hear the whole thing.
Screaming so loud that fat pig can't hardly breathe.
I was thinking about the
His
09.
entire streams are one long cope and seed.
We need to hold her lighter us out.
$50 in a whole 10 hours. Not gonna help before when the pig needs to pay child support. Breeding horses and hogs ain't so simple, especially when your dick is as small as a pimple. But when the pig passes the horse's semen, pray to God, they just made a demon child. So can you see me?
No, it's about Ethan Rouse. How can PvP sell his soul so much that he's dancing to this? It's just like, it's fucking sad.
Can you please come on the kill stream?
And you can see that Worski is like unironically enjoying this shit.
Took away all my views. Hollering hog from West Virginia, squealing about A-logs.
He needs to be killed. Like, I saw somebody on Kiwi Farms in the comments saying that Worski's first abortion song will give him the balls to keep making more music unironically to the point that he's as bad as COD or something. And he just keeps doing it, and you can just look at the looks on his face. He thinks this is actually a good song here, folks.
Hollering hog from West Virginia, too fat for his
Oh, I'm
scale.
sure he would steal it from the Simp Show, because the Simp Show is actually entertaining. He's a pretty fucking clever guy. I need 5-figure full price to make some more songs about these fuckers, too.
And like a real son, not like the one
Fucking
that
Joker
I
Worski needs to
abandoned.
fucking cease and desist.
Can you see me? I know I'm a hollering hog, but
He thinks it will go viral, yeah. You can see the self-satisfaction in his eyes for sure. What a
And by
pathetic
the
fucking
way,
man.
Psycho Gun here for
Oh, that's a perfect way to end it. Psycho Gun Gear, fucking
Sure,
dono.
appreciate it, Psycho.
That's art.
Big support.
Bad love. And
It's
I wanna
fucking,
say,
it fucking
I'm
rhymes.
seeing
It's
in the chat,
funny.
they're going like some 41s like Tard 41.
Oh, it's very
No,
creative.
it's Tard
Simple
182.
Very creative chat.
Yeah, there was a really Twink 182. There was one that was really funny. Andy Overboard. Hang on. There was someone that had a really funny one. Can't see it. New Tard Glory. You guys are sick. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Don't watch Lolly. Bye.
All right, peace.
What a disastrous showing. Just an awful fucking show. Just a waste of time. Yeah, I gotta go too. My yeah, juice. Peace, buddy.